Do you know when
obviously you've had sex, but just if you've never had sex where you've gone, oh, this was awkward, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
You don't really like...
Yeah.
Your face just made me think of one.
Oh, thank you.
Your face. You literally just went...
What an episode this is. Honestly, one of my favourite ever episodes.
Been good, Annie.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Daisy and Hayley are amazing.
For they don't know, is it OnlyFans models? We had big chats about doing OnlyFans.
They're hilarious.
What else?
I don't know, you're going to like...
It was all over the place. It was great. One point we went from talking about fucking dildos to fibre optic broadband in about 3 seconds. So it's just one of them chats. It's all over the place. It's amazing.
Fascinating. A fascinating insight into sex work.
Some funny stories about saving lives and getting kicked out of France.
Yeah.
You've got all that to look forward to. But before we jump in to this week's amazing episode, we should tell you about Patreon. Got a Patreon. If you're here from OnlyFans, it's like OnlyFans, but we keep our clothes on. You can sign up.
It's a different type of dirty talk that we're doing.
Yeah. £3 a month is the lowest tier. You can sign up for that. You get an extra episode every week. You get access to all the specials, all the back catalogue that we've got. Loads of stuff on there. 12 live shows, loads of specials, 50 odd bonus episodes.
Stuff on there. Honestly, just go check it out. What's £3? It's nothing to you, but it makes a big difference to us.
And then on top of that, you've got the £5. You'll get like a print. And then the £10 tiers, you get a print which is signed by me and Amy. You get a members only club card, and you get a free ticket to every live show every month. But yeah, sign up to that. We're doing loads of stuff. We're doing a burlesque that's going to be going on there soon. We've just done Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to be doing more of that. You get early access to live show tickets and discounts on merch, which I'm also wearing now. Ooh. We'll do a little merch advert in a minute. Yeah. You'll see that soon at some point. But for now, this is Patreon.
Yeah, it's an extra something every week. So if you've got time to fill and you love us, then join us.
Jump on over.
It's
always growing. We're getting bigger. The club's growing. Come join the club. It's fun over here. We have a good time. We're going to probably do another Omegle soon, I reckon, innit? Go on Omegle, chat to strangers, see what happens there. There's 2 of them. 3 of them available as well.
God, I don't know.
Loads of stuff on there. Honestly, for £3, stupid amounts of stuff on there. Yeah. But yeah, go sign up to that. Patreon.com/The Mild High Club. Go check it out. Sign up. Support the podcast. Love yous all. Enjoy the episode. Bye-bye.
Hello. At work.
I felt weird saying that to you then, knowing that what you do for a job. Get closer to your mouth there. Right, we're back. Episode 106 or something. We're here with Hayley and Daisy. That's the only names we're going by.
You may recognise them from the sex dungeon.
From when Amy poked her tit.
My nipple.
Nice one for coming down. We actually started on time, which is mad, isn't it? Say what you want about sex workers. Very punctual people. So are you good?
Yeah.
You're having a little catch up of your own there when you haven't seen each other for a little bit.
That's why I've missed you lots.
Yeah. We're like, nothing. This is like the one time we met up with each other.
I know,
It's fannies and that.
Still time.
Maybe
Still
later.
time, guys.
Like a week of just like looking at each other's fannies.
I know, it was great, wasn't it?
Stay around to the end.
Can we swap seats?
Patreon exclusive.
So we met these 2 at the Swingers Townhouse gaff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When we done the Swingers special.
How often do you go there to shoot content?
Whenever we can, really.
Yeah.
But obviously life gets in the way.
They have a monthly event for sex workers, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
I do go there sometimes with the husband anyway.
Schwangin. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, most of the time we just like together and we're just like, let's let people watch, it's fun.
Do you film stuff with him as well, or is it just you on the OnlyFans?
I do, but his face is not in on my OnlyFans. He's a bit more nervous than I am, but I'm trying to convince him to make one himself as well. He has one ball, which I think would be cool because people often say to me like, can you tell that your husband's got one ball when you look at it?
Has he got a fake ball as well?
No, he's just got one.
Yeah,
it just bought just one, just never dropped, so they took it out. That's like just bought me one, and I think it's dead cute. And I always say to him, "Come on, like here's your your username, One Ball Paul. Come on. But
One ball, Paul.
but he's not quite convinced
Isn't
yet.
that how we bonded? I'm sure you were like, you were full on. We went to Alton Towers, and you were full on laughing at the fact he's got one testicle, and you were like,
Because he's like, Days, do you have to tell everyone we meet every time? And I'm like,
The whole internet now. Thank you.
We're like
Do you know
2
what,
minutes
though?
in and you're like, one ball.
One ball, Paul.
I cannot help myself. It's quite funny because when we met, like, he never had a girlfriend or anything. He never told anyone about it, and he was proper like, and he was like, I've never told anyone, and I was like, okay, like it's a secret, and but I get so
It's a secret. Hey, he's got one ball, everybody. It's on the nemesis. He's got one ball, Paul.
Hold up the side on the pictures.
Put your hands up if you've got one ball. Hey.
He's gonna kill me for this.
and his little face was like, what? Why are you telling everyone?
I know.
She was like,
Yeah,
it
but
was so
not
funny.
in a nasty way. I think it's
It's
so
interesting,
cute. It's
isn't
like,
it?
you know,
Hey, it's a fact.
yeah, it's like, yeah.
People are
it's
born
cute.
with one ball sometimes. It happens, isn't it?
Yeah,
And then I was
go on.
worried something bad happened to him, wasn't I? I was like, oh no.
You
And
were
I
like,
didn't want to laugh
You
at
thought
him.
he had the fucking C word. You'd like, oh my God, he had to have it removed because he was unwell. Like,
And then I found out. I was
no.
like, and then once I found out, it was just like that. And then
you were like, ah.
Then you can laugh. You can laugh at then, isn't it?
So
Yeah.
before we started, you mentioned, I didn't listen because I wanted to save it for this. A bunch of sex workers went to Alton Towers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did that. That's
Yeah.
the first time we met, wasn't it?
What to do
Yeah,
to
was it?
film
Yeah.
stuff?
no, just a
Okay,
little
just-
day out.
Just like a
Like a worker's
socialise.
day out, like a
Yeah.
work
A
trip.
different
it-
kind of ride.
Yeah.
Unlike the Paris trip where that
Oh
was
my
not
God.
just
Oh
a day
yeah,
out.
so we do need to.
Oh, we'll go
talk
to that
about
one as
this.
well.
Yeah.
But
But you're talking about when the first. So Alton Towers was the second time I met a group of sex workers, but the first time we went, there was a group of us and we went camping in Wales.
right.
And there was like a nudist beach, and we were like, let's all go to the nudist beach. That'll be fun. That's like,
I don't want to go, but how do you get involved? Like, how'd you meet a bunch of people who want to go camping and go to Alton Towers and that are sex workers
There's a
before
lot
you're
of
in it?
They just create group
What's-
chats, don't
what's
they?
that?
Is it? Do you like a
Yeah.
WhatsApp
Right.
group?
Just
Okay,
random
yeah.
people that would do anything.
some of them I met in Townhouse because obviously
Okay.
there's the sex worker
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Townhouse is good for that.
yeah, that's how I met obviously some of the ones who also, because a lot of sex workers do like sex worker events where
Yeah.
they'll get an Airbnb for the weekend or something, and loads of them will go and they'll plan scenes and
Yeah,
stuff
big
like that.
gangbang.
Yeah,
That is
big
literally the
gangbangs,
only way I
yeah.
think I've met most sex workers. And then obviously Instagram, and then they just slide in and they're like, you're
Slide
cute,
in.
you're
Literally.
cute. Quite literally.
Yeah.
It's such a fascinating.
It's a mad world, isn't it?
I
Like,
love
just
it.
a
It's
completely.
quite
It's
nice.
It's the
fascinating.
future.
That's it, because you don't know much about it from the outside. You're just like, oh,
You just
sex or whatever.
You just see all the fit Instagram pictures. You don't see all like what goes on.
There's just
as well.
loads behind
Yeah.
it, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
you know.
It does look
and it's
easy.
tiring.
People do prejudge you though, like
Oh, I'm
really
sure.
bad.
Oh, I can
I'm
imagine,
sure,
yeah.
yeah.
But it's quite like my mindset's changed so much. I don't know about you, but like I used to be so self-conscious before I did this, and I think it was kind of my way of. Well, I'm autistic as well, so I think it was my way of like being like, well, if I like, how do I explain it? Like I was stop.
I
was
just can't get. Sorry, I need to just get this word out my head. Autistic. Go on, carry on.
Autistic.
You can have that for something. I just needed to get it out before it went
That was
away.
amazing.
Like you've been reborn.
I know. That was really special. That was really special. Do you know when how like everyone with autism like has like a special talent? But
Autism,
I
yeah.
don't. I'm a whore. But anyway.
It's a talent.
I thank you.
It is. It's a
I
talent.
say
Oh, it's a
I
talent
queef.
doing
I
some
feel
of
like
the
you were
stuff
gonna
you
say
do.
something really lovely then, and then
I
it all
was. Oh yeah,
changed.
and then I just became the autism.
And then you
right.
went, and I can queef.
That was literally when like
That's how
I
it
was
ended in
like
the show.
8, and my dad was like, "Well, if you could go on Britain's Got Talent, what would you do?" And my sister was like,
When you were
full
8?
on-
Hang on,
no,
hang
not
on.
even that age. I was
Question
probably
we
like
should start
12. I was
asking
probably
as
like
we do a
12.
talent show.
And my dad was like, "What would you do? Like, what would you actually do if you went on Britain's Got Talent?" And all I could do was queef on command.
At 8.
But I have to do.
This is what
I was probably
trying to
like
get my head
12,
round.
13, really. I just said, you know, when you just go when you were like 8, but you were.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Probably
young,
like 12.
like when I could do it. I could like squeeze my abdomen and then make myself.
I have to be upside down. I have to do a handstand to queef. It's really weird.
I feel like I haven't practiced that
And you
hard.
say you're not talented. Come on.
Yeah, but my sister is actually talented. Like she's like, you know, my sister. She can sing. She's like,
Yeah, but can she
forensic
sing out of her
science.
vagina though?
Yeah.
Do you know what I did actually think? Like, this is gonna sound really weird. You ever wondered like if I could actually play an instrument, with my vagina.
If you can blow air out of it, you can play a woodwind.
I was thinking, like I could probably like
play the kazoo.
Or if I could just, but I'm a bit dopey, so I don't
Flute might be a bit hard because you've got to go over the top of it. But like a recorder or a kazoo or a harmonica would be quite funny.
Harmonica, yeah.
A harmonica, write down.
Oh yeah, that'd probably be simple.
Let's try that next day. Do you want to come to our talent show at Townhouse and try that?
You hold it.
Hey, we do a live talent show, right? And we're at the Townhouse for our next one. Please come and play a harmonica
5th of April
with your vagina.
That'd be hilarious.
And you could be like,
I'm going to work on
you could win 50 quid.
Just blow just to give you like a break, you know, like a backup singer.
What if I actually blow the? Obviously, remember, I'm going to have to be in a handstand for the whole thing, so the blood's going to be in my head.
So someone else can play it.
Yeah, you're going to have to like go like this with the harmonica.
Just little.
That will be hilarious.
Yes, it will.
Guys, please.
Promise.
Guys, it's 5th of April, okay?
You can win money.
Okay. Stop it, really?
Yeah,
you can win.
And I'll personally make sure you win if you play a harmonica with your fanny.
I'm actually going to practice it every day.
Let's go to you one day.
Every day.
Imagine winning that prize.
That's mad.
I feel like you'd be on Britain's Got Talent.
Oh my god.
I don't think they'd allow it on that.
I don't.
But
Instant
we allow
buzzer.
it.
Maybe the late night one, maybe.
Yeah. With
Too hot
Stephen
for
Our
TV.
one?
Yeah, Stephen Mulhern.
That's
crazy.
insane. So you're a couple. Did you say married?
I'm married, yeah.
And when did you do sex work? Was it before or during or
after I got married? We've been together 10 years. Married
We've
for
been
5.
together 9.
Oh.
One more year left and then get me one ball out.
So how did you meet One Ball Paul?
Well, he's from Liverpool. I'm not. I'm over the water, so. So I was waiting for like, wool, your wool. But
Didn't have to say wool because you already said he's from Liverpool and I'm from over the water. No, it doesn't matter. Go on, carry on. It's fine.
No, it's fine. Go on.
So go on, how did you meet him?
I invited some people to my 20th birthday and he was a +1 of someone, which was really cute. He even got me a card even though he didn't know me.
Aww.
I know, and he'd drawn like little pictures in it and everything. I was like, you don't even know me. That's so cute.
How cute is One Ball Paul?
I know. And then he'd like he sat and like fed my guinea pig like little bits of cucumber, and then
Is
my
that a
dog,
euphemism?
No, it's not. But then that's so funny. And he cuddled my dog all night, and I was like, my dog approves. My dog approves. That's it.
It's a good sign if the pet's approving.
Yeah, and he's just the best ever.
Aww.
But like, he doesn't mind what I do as a
How
job.
was that conversation like about starting it?
So
How did you both get into it? Like, so you can go, obviously you're saying the conversation started it, but then we'll go on how you got into it as well. Because that's always a mad thing as well. I imagine, like, just
I'll
even
tell you why
starting
I
it.
got
And
into it as well.
Because you're not like born into it, are you?
I mean, some of us are.
some people are. We don't
hope
talk
not.
about that.
My mother was a prostitute. My grandmother was
Family business.
Like Sticky Vicky.
Yeah, Sticky Vicky.
So what made you, like, go from not doing it to thinking about doing it and then taking the plunge into doing it?
Sorry, I
Well, it doesn't make a noise anyway.
so sorry. I'm so clumsy. So I work for somewhere that sells lingerie, a lingerie shop, and I started posting pictures in the lingerie. Also, I had like a mad year where I gained loads of weight. Like when I say loads, I gained like 6.5 stone.
I've saw this clip on your Instagram. Where
So I did
that,
but somehow I piled like 90 pounds on in like a year or two. It was crazy. And then I was like, oh, I got a gastric sleeve. So basically they remove like 8% of your stomach. And so I can only eat small portions now. So I lost the weight and I was like, yeah, I felt really good about myself, better than I did even before
you put it on.
Yeah, because obviously I think once you've been at like where you feel the least confident.
Yeah.
You know, even though I look at other like curvy girls and bigger girls and I think they look amazing, but I think because I'm 4'11", it doesn't help, you know, because I'm like little, I was like just like a little ball.
Yeah.
So
the transformation was like insane.
You're like literally unrecognisable looking like that.
It was a bit
you
mad.
Still looked adorable though, your cute little face.
Thank you. But when I lost the weight, I was like, I feel like I can take pictures, and so I started taking pictures in my lingerie, and then Then I got my tits out, and then it was like, well, I may as well show me fanny as well. And just went from there. Yeah.
That's so good.
So you were with Paul when you were working at the lingerie
Who's not
shop?
actually called Paul, by the way. I just call him on board Paul.
That's all right, yeah.
For the, yeah.
But we won't give his credentials.
Credentials, yeah.
Yeah, it'll kill me. But sorry. Yeah, I was already with him.
So you were with him when you were working at the lingerie shop?
Yeah.
And then you started posting the lingerie pictures, and then when you got your tits out for the first time, what was he like, not asked, or?
He wasn't bothered, no. I think because we've been together so long and he's so secure, like in us.
Yeah. He's
just like, it's a job. He doesn't actually mind.
And it's a lucrative job.
It's not like cheating, is it? It's not like, it doesn't have that same thing of like, if you were just sending nudes to someone behind his back.
Yeah, which it definitely isn't.
Like, obviously that's like cheating, like being unfaithful and that. But when you're like, this is my job, people are paying me for this. And you go,
he's like, our mortgage is getting paid off, great. He's just, he's quite
fine,
happy getting the mortgage paid, yeah.
You're taking us on holiday and that.
So, he literally doesn't mind. And I'm really open about it now. What I was saying before, I think, because I know I've gone to say like a million things because I am the most awkward rambler.
Worry about what people think. That's what you were going to say. Yeah.
I've always been really, really self-conscious, and I used to hate what people, like, I would have a conversation, I'd meet someone in the shop, and then I'd go home and I'd be like sat there like crying, overthinking what the woman on the till thought of me. So weird. Whereas now I can't really do that. Like, people give me shit that often. I have to be strong now, if that makes sense. And it has actually made me strong. Like, it somehow I just don't care anymore. It's so amazing.
So you're going to meet so many people in your life that are going to have a certain opinion on you based on the brief 10 minutes they spent with you. You can't waste energy trying to like control how they feel about you after a certain like interaction, because you're just gonna like, there's not enough time to even care about it all. Do you get what I mean?
When people have a negative opinion, and oftentimes it's more a reflection of them than you.
100%.
That's how I think of it now. Yeah.
And also, do you get loads of shit off fellas?
It's usually fellas, isn't it?
But that's the thing. My husband told me about this. Right? He said, "Have you ever heard of the fox and the grape?" Or something. Honestly, it's a thing. No, this is it.
It's like a fable.
What, like the games?
No.
Like
an old story.
Like a fable's like an old story with a message.
Well, maybe. There's this thing, right? And it's so what they say is that there was this fox and the grapes were like high up and he couldn't get to them and he wanted them. So he kept trying to get these grapes and he couldn't get them down to eat them. So he was like, do you know what he told himself? They were probably gross anyway.
Horrible grapes anyway.
Yeah, but that's what men do. Like, not all men, obviously, but some men. Because it's easier to deal with the fact that they weren't good enough than it is that
you're not good enough to get them.
You're not good enough to get them.
So they'll bring you down, so it feels like less of like a shame that they can't.
That's all is. It's all projecting. It's all like, I'm jealous of you being so confident to be able to go and do that I'm gonna like, fuck you, you're not even funny. It's like,
literally a real
she's not even funny anyway. It's because you're not funny and you can't do what that's happening and shit like that.
This is why, but he's such a like empowering person.
Did you make this up? I
think it is a thing.
No, it is a thing. I've heard it.
Yeah, but he's like, this is how. So like when he says these things, I'm like, whoa, like it's literally.
I don't get about like the fellas having a go at you, isn't that? Like, the only way I think you should be able to have a go is if you'd never watched porn in your life.
Yeah. Those without sin cast the first stone.
They're the supply to our demand. Is that the right?
But they're fuming because you're making a living off of like selling pictures and videos and that.
Watch it
but if they go on Pornhub and get it for free, that's fine. But just because like you're a slag though.
So
it's like, well, what do you like? So unless you've never had a wank to porn, you can't have an opinion on it. I don't think.
I agree.
Do you get
with
what I mean?
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like with.
I'm going to try and cat it.
Literally doesn't matter.
But that's it, isn't it? So that's why I think quite often if like when men message you, if you're not like, if you reject men or you're not interested, it is very much like, well, you're fat anyway, or you're ugly anyway, and that's why they do that, isn't it? Because it's like,
it's gross.
Just how they deal with rejection. They don't deal with it well because they feel like they're fucking, I don't know, entitled to whatever and that, innit? Like,
so I want to hear why you started, and then just to remind myself, I want to hear about the first time you started Because do you shag other men on porn, like do porn like that?
I do girl.
Is that okay?
Oh.
Okay. Right.
Girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was the question?
Why
How'd
did you get
involved?
into it?
So I started it up, I think during like the first ever COVID, and I hadn't met my partner Owen at the time, and so I started it, and then I started going out. I only live in like a really small town, and then I started going out and like into like the local pubs and stuff, and then all the lads were there from school, and they'd all be like, "Hey, like here she is," and I was like, "Oh my god, I hate this. I don't think I can do this.
Yeah.
This is horrible." And I'd get anxious every time I went out, and I was like, so I only did it for like a month or something, and I was like, fuck that, and I can't do that. Like that's horrible. I think I had the name like Hayley Rosie or something like that, very close to mine, but enough that it wasn't me. And so I was like, no, can't do that, no way. And then I met Owen, my partner, and I told him like, oh yeah, I thought about starting OnlyFans, like blah blah blah, and he was like, why not? You're fucking well fit. Like if I was a girl, I'd fucking do it. Like just do it, isn't it? Get out there.
Attitude.
Yeah. And he was like, make some fucking money from it. Just fucking go for it. And I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And he's like, oh, just do it. Like I'll help you do it now. Like put it up tonight. And I was like, like just full of all this adrenaline. Like so I just set it all back up again in my actual name, and then just threw my link on my Instagram, went to bed that night, and then woke up in the morning, and then all those lads again from school just like flew back in, but because it was on my actual name and stuff like that. And then for like the first few months I was like smashing it just from not even trying, and I was like, what the hell,
amazing.
Like this is crazy, just because I put my original, like my actual name there. Just it just went mad. And then I did the double-decker bus. I don't know if you've seen much of that.
No. Go on.
So things sort of steadying out with the OnlyFans and stuff, and I made quite a lot of money like quite quickly. So I was like, oh my god, like I want to do something with this. And then I started scrolling through TikTok. I don't know, it was probably like 6 months to like a year into OnlyFans then. Scrolling through TikTok, and I saw this girl with a double-decker bus, and she'd converted it into a house, and I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought like shagging on a double.
No, I did. I thought like I did.
I
was like, is that a sex position or
the double-decker bus?
I thought you put a double decker in your fanny.
No,
Stop it.
Fanny, just go on in.
No, just the chocolate bar, not the full bus.
How would you fit a bus instead?
Well, I wouldn't, but
I mean, I've heard about 6 fists, but I haven't heard about the fucking 6A.
You are so
Is that a
creative
bus? I don't know. It
and
might
so
be a bus.
clever. The stuff she's done.
Yeah.
She's so creative.
Amazing.
She's so talented.
Well, this is it. Like,
So have you done it now?
done it.
Have you got a bus you can live on?
So I did it all up, and it looks amazing, and did a whole TikTok and everything for it. It used to be called London Bus Home, but then I thought, I'm like stuck then to this bus, like I can't ever get out. And like as soon as I started trying to promote myself or talk with my face on it, people were like, you're not a bus, I'm not interested. And I felt like
so many autistic followers. You are not a bus, go away.
So I could never put my face on there. I had to be this fucking bus. And then I was like, right, I need to change my name or something. So on TikTok and everything, I put that bus girl, because I thought then I can have other buses, other vehicles and stuff. So now it's that bus girl with an underscore. And then, so wherever I put this bus, someone would moan about it. The council would have a problem. Some woman down the road would kick off. Right, so it was just doing my head in the end. So I was like, what the hell? Like everything was just against me. And I've just raffled it in the end. So I put it in a raffle, and my friend won the raffle. She didn't want the bus in the end. No, she didn't want the bus in the end. So I was like, so I had to give her some money, and then just sold it privately. But I've got a horse lorry I'm going to do next.
Oh, okay.
And I've just bought a house.
Nice.
Which was a bank.
OnlyFans sounds fucking sick, you know.
This is like
It was they built my house.
I'm driving in Ma's car. She's got fucking buses and houses and
safe. That fuck off safe in there.
Stop it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm moving in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
The car just got declined in Nero. What the fuck?
Let's all just get an OnlyFans going. Thing is, though, it's not even that easy, is it?
Really
You go, I'll just start an
So
OnlyFans and make
hard.
loads of money, and then you start it and go, where's all the
But then you start branching out into
subscribers?
other things. I thought, like I've started doing now. So like I started branching out, like trying to do like YouTube, and then I'm trying to do like, then you do like Admire Me, and then you do like brand deals.
What do you do on YouTube?
So I've just been doing, my life is weird. So I've like converted double-deck buses and then horse lorries. And then 1 minute I'm like a veterinary nurse, and then like I'm just weird, and then I get like a new car or something,
like the
everything.
new
Just like vlogging kind of thing.
Because obviously sex work had like negative connotations, but now people are like, oh no, I'm a doctor and I do sex work. Oh, I'm really creative and I do sex work. It's not what it used to be, and it's great that like just to hear you guys as women just be like, I can do everything. You know, I'm not just this. Yeah, you're
not just like doing it and then that's the only thing you're doing in it.
But
like,
even that is fine to do it as well. But it's just, it gets rid of all the
stigmas and
stigmas, stereotypes. And it's just really, I'm excited for this future of where sex workers are more accepted.
I love that.
Yeah, it's
taking
so cool.
ownership of an industry that's oppressed you for so long as well.
Yes,
it's so
just exploited
powerful.
people on it for ages.
Like, why would you not?
It's definitely still happening though, because
I
fell out massively with. I've got a half sister and she's like 50 something. So she's technically like my sister's older than my mum. That's weird in itself.
Weird.
She's a half sister. So my mum's my mum.
This is why you're a sex worker.
Weird. My dad's like 85 this year, so my life's weird in itself.
Okay. Did you say your mum's your nan?
No, my mum's younger than my half sister.
I thought you said my mum's your nan. I was like, that's some Jeremy Kyle shit. I'm lost.
Sister is my nan. Sorry, I'm
my
just
dad
trying to
has had a family.
paint the family tree in my head. I'm
So
like,
my dad's had a family, and then he's met this 18-year-old girl, which was my mum once upon a time, and then had another family.
Okay.
So we probably met my mum at like 18, and my sister would have been 19.
And this is where goths come from.
Yeah.
So she fell out with you because you do OnlyFans?
Yeah, so...
it's an older generation, though, they just don't get it, innit?
Like,
we've got like a massive like family business, and I'm like a part of it and whatever. And so the plan was I was going to live on... It's like a caravan park. So I was going to live on this caravan park in one of the chalets, and so that was going to be my house and everything, and I was all excited. And then my sister knew, so I don't know why this happened, but as soon as I moved in there, got happy and everything, my sister like started using it against me, started printing stuff out off the internet. My dad's 85, he doesn't see stuff on the internet. Started printing out, like, you know when you like go onto OnlyFans and you can see the words the people wrote, but you can't see the pictures, so she printed all that off, all my Instagram, anything she could ever find of me.
There were some bits, pictures as well, weren't they? But they were censored.
Yeah, so there was like all like underwear stuff. It's just stuff you don't really want your dad to see. But at the time, I didn't know what she'd printed out, and she was like showing my dad and my whole. It was all weird for a long time.
Yeah.
It was. This wasn't even that long ago. To be fair,
Why would you show
See, that's another thing of like she's probably jealous. She hasn't got the looks or whatever to be able to do
the
it.
confidence.
Yeah,
so then she's projecting that on you.
Yeah.
And
absolutely fucking.
I think she also, it's a bit like, I think maybe she wants daddy to herself. I don't know, maybe, or daddy's business.
There's a bit of daddy
money.
issues
I think
there.
it's daddy's money. It's daddy's money.
But you have,
but we're like a massive close relationship. So the one person you cannot get in between me is me and my dad. We're like best friends, and we like. Although I'm like the fifth child and the youngest child, like we're like the closest thing ever. So to mess that relationship, that really got to me. Yeah, like I'm his little.
But it didn't work.
It did for a bit, like it was awkward I nearly quit. Like I honestly nearly quit OnlyFans. I thought I can't do this. Like every time I like saw my dad or anyone, I felt sick. Like I was like, how am I ever going to come back from this? And
it's such a shame. That you feel shame like that.
It's gone that bad that they've like pretty much bought me out of the family. They're like, we don't want you on this family business anymore. Like blah blah blah.
Ew.
So I've been like, okay, I get less drama when like shit hits the fan later
in
life.
But you've done a lot more. You've been so strong since. I remember how like heartbroken you were on that day when you found out. You knew that things had been sent, but you didn't know what, and you were so upset. You were a mess,
sweating and shaking.
Not surprised.
You've done so much since in this industry, and you've been so strong. So I think that's really inspiring, and you've done really well since.
I was so tempted to give up of everything. It was awful, and like,
but then she would have won.
It kind of gave you a bit more of a you don't give a fuck anymore.
So now I've just bought a number plate that says ho.
And you don't have to hide it. You don't have to hide it anymore. Your dad knows anyway. Now you can just be you, do you, and embrace it.
And make
and
more
tell
money
your
than the
sisters
business
don't get
makes.
fingered or something. Like fucking.
She honestly
that might be
honestly, she does.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Is she got? She's probably just fucking pent up and just needs to get a shag or
she's
something.
such a prude. Like,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Crazy.
Well, good for you.
Yeah,
good
for
you.
Thank you so much.
Both for you.
And tell us off camera what the caravan park is and we'll boycott it.
Because we're always going to caravan parks.
I love caravan parks.
So do I. I love them, but I'm just saying, like, I don't really go enough to be able to boycott one.
Like, for my birthday, inviting
I already don't go.
Like, near where we live.
A
It's
sex
like
worker party.
anyone, not even sex workers.
We'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah, just come and we'll have day drinks and stuff. And
That sounds cute. I like it.
Oh,
Stay in,
yeah.
like,
You should,
caravans and
rent
stuff.
one out under an alias and then just have a big orgy in
Yeah.
the caravan and then just fuck off.
Yeah.
We'll just
Leave it.
trash the gaff.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Amazing.
Just one
Outdoor
caravan.
orgy
Don't go too far.
in
Just
Wales.
trash one caravan.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm like on caravan parks, Dave. Or just flares. Just make legging it round.
So when we moved to New Zealand, 'cause I worked in retail for years and it was just horrendous and I hated it. And there was a period of time where I couldn't get a job. I think 'cause we were only on like temporary visas.
I couldn't get a job either because I've never had a job.
Yes, he's been a tattoo artist for years and he hated the industry and he'd started comedy. But in the
I got excited and remembered something. It's fine. Carry on.
okay, remember that.
Sorry.
And then so he was transitioning from tattooing to comedy at the time. But obviously, if that's the only work you've ever done, trying to get a job is like what transferable skills do you have there? Not
Thing
many.
is, loads though.
Yeah,
Because I was self-employed for 12 years.
Yeah, but you know,
I done my own business. I never like went bankrupt from just being off my own back from school for 12 years. I think that's more like showing up, getting your own clients in, doing your own promotion and all this is more valuable than just being like, I've worked in a shop for 12 years.
But not for a temporary job.
No, I know that,
So we
but
wasn't
like
staying over there, so we needed like a temporary shop job or something.
I got offered a general manager job, and I was like, yeah. And they were like, oh, you'll be in charge of all this, and I was like
multiple stores. I was like,
I don't know why.
I can't do this.
Who was that for?
It's just some like shoe shop or something, yeah. And I was like, I don't know if I can do it. I think I'll collapse the company, to be honest. I'll turn the job down.
And then I couldn't get a job either for a bit. And I was like, oh no, we're going to have to shag online. Genuinely, I was like, oh no. Yeah, things haven't worked out.
We're going to have to shag online.
And we made a Chatterbait account, I think it was, wasn't it? Chatterbait.
Yeah, that was the first.
It's really hard to use.
Like, yeah. And this was pre OnlyFans boom. This was like pre-COVID. And yeah, we like practiced, didn't we? We practiced. And
practiced
and practiced.
And then we ended up getting jobs, so we didn't do it. And then I come back home and we ended up starting it again. Or I started it again.
You done it more of like an experiment though, wasn't it? It was like
it was just...
It was like journalism.
It was a bit like journalism. I wanted, because it's always really hard to do it under not your name, isn't it? Is Daisy your name?
Daisy is my name.
Yeah, okay.
But the Eve Lane bit isn't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't get the memo, really.
Do you know what's weird? My name was very close to my name as well. Why did we do that?
My name is my name. I thought if I'm going to get famous for my name, like, you're going to find out it's my name.
Well.
Yeah.
Like, we all know who, like, Katie Price is and him is Jordan. Like, you're going to find it out. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I went with anyway.
That's it, isn't it? Well, but I put Daisy online. At first, I was Happy Days. And then people...
That's really nice.
But then people were like... so like I made friends with like these girls who also do sex work. I made friends with them on Twitter and we were in this group chat and they were like, so what's your real name? And I'm like, Daisy, what do you mean? And they're like, we all use fake names. I'm like, oh fucking hell, didn't realise. So I was like, I missed the memo. So I'm Daisy now.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Works, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it's less confusing.
So, does your family know you do it now?
Yeah, they do.
They
all
asked.
know. No, they all know. They go, we know about it, but we don't really want to hear about it. But
that's fair enough, isn't it?
Then it kind of depends. Like, because I can't help myself. Like, I'll be like, sorry, Dad, I'm late for dinner. I was meant to come around earlier, but I was getting bummed. I just do. I can't
practicing my harmonica.
I'm not very good at. I just ramble. Ramble.
Yeah, I'm like that. I overshare.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
because I don't know what the boundary is. So I'm just like, blah, 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 and everyone's
people
faces
react and
is
you go,
going,
is that too much?
Yeah.
I feel like we're normalised as well to things that aren't normal to
Oh,
people.
definitely.
Oh, yeah, like
So,
desensitized,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a random dildo out there. I was like, nice dildo. And I was like, you couldn't say that if you went round to somebody else's house. Like,
yeah.
you just couldn't. Like,
This is a fun
I didn't realise. And I think sometimes, it is partly because I'm autistic, but I don't know, I'm just a bit weird.
It will be, yeah.
Yeah, but I just don't realise, and I never really have.
That's fine.
And people are like,
Don't worry about it.
I don't really
Just do
realise.
you.
So
Live your life, innit?
Did your fellas lay down ground rules like a veto list or whatever that you're not allowed to do, or they don't?
Or
want
they're
you
not
to do?
comfortable with, yeah.
Like
Because no man
fellas.
should
I
tell
think
you what
we've
you're
just been
allowed to
respectful
do.
within our relationships, haven't we? So like, we've just been like, we've just sort of said to them, like, I'm guessing like fucking other guys is not okay, sort of thing. Like,
remember we were in this orgy, weren't we? And we both were like, we better phone check if this is okay. And me and you were like, there's men in the room, but we're not going to touch the men. Is that okay? Like, both of us.
That's
we were
so
like,
funny.
I'm like,
checking it,
okay.
yeah. He's okay.
One ball pause, okay. Yeah, literally. It's like,
It's funny because like you're there together as well, so you fellas probably both sort of know. Oh, if she's there with Hayley, then that's gonna be all right. Or
yeah, I think that's
but
true.
they don't really know each other that well. They've probably only
no, I
met.
know they don't know, but they'll know yous know each other. I imagine.
And we sort of get like distracted on each other, and we forget other people are in the room. I don't know why. I think it's like love, really, but we just have never.
Like, I feel like if we didn't have partners, we'd be together. We love each other.
If she texts me back.
So I know I love you. Yeah, but if she calls me, I'm there. I don't text anyone back. Literally, my phone, if I unlock it now, you'll see text message just over like 160 unopened. I'm just
No, that's
last
chaos,
time I
that.
got a new
That's so
phone.
upsetting.
I don't do it. I don't look at either.
Stresses me out. That
It
I
does.
need
Do you
to,
know
as
what?
soon as I get a red
I'm
thing, I'm
like,
like, get off.
yeah.
I'm the exact same.
Yeah.
But my head is like, I think it sounds really, I know I've mentioned I'm autistic like 10 times because that's like, I just do it because I'm like, hi, that's why I'm weird. But, sorry, I think because of the autism, I have things I'm really organised about, but then I have other things that I'm not. So like I have spreadsheets of like everything, but I don't even open my text. It's like my brain, it's like the ADHD and the autism clash.
Exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah, and because I had
Undiagnosed so far, aren't you? But this is kind
but
of
we
sounding
all
like you got something.
we all know from this podcast that there's something wrong with
Yeah.
me. But yeah,
Not wrong.
No, there's
Something
nothing wrong
different.
with exactly. Something different. Something special.
Yeah.
'Cause I had like severe social anxiety, so I dropped out of school twice.
Oh.
I had to sit my exams in a room on my own.
But then
a
done stand up
freak.
last night for the first
I
time.
know, congratulations.
Hey!
Guys.
I
Forgot
wanted to
we-
be the one to
That's
say that.
amazing.
Nearly 40 minutes in. I haven't even mentioned it yet.
I know
Yeah.
it felt fucking horrible. Like being in the room and just knowing like I've got to go up there in a minute. I had to leave the room and I was in the like the green room bit, just like proper pacing up and down.
But I bet this was horrible once.
Yeah, it was. Starting podcast was horrible.
And you have to put yourself through that to get better, don't you?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
you'll
Like I don't even because I'm so mentally unwell. I don't even feel proud of
What?
myself for doing it, but I know that I faced the fear and I should be proud.
And
But maybe it's just not settled in because it was last
Yeah.
night. And I need.
Will this be able to hear my tummy rumbling?
No,
No, but now you've said it, we know it happened.
I thought you needed something. I was like,
No,
I can barely hear you when you go like this.
And really?
Okay.
Okay, because
So you hearing
I'm talking it's done it like about 20 times, and I'm like,
done
if
some
it just,
crisps or something?
done something
no,
to
I'm
eat?
not hungry.
Oh, okay.
I've eaten.
you can only eat like 3 crisps.
Yeah, no, I can only fit like 3 Christmas. No, I can't. No, but it's because I had something to eat when I came here. My tummy makes weird noises.
okay.
It's like
No, I
ever
can't
since
hear it.
it's like a monster. It makes noises.
Right.
So
do you need to point that mic to her face?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's all right.
Going off
Uh,
what Amy said about stand-up, sorry, what was it like for you two the first time that you filmed something? Or
I
something
imagine
that you
posting
knew?
that first one.
Yeah, like
fucking-
how was that for you guys? Was it like, did it feel big? Did it? Well,
I think
hope it
because at
was.
first you start off with not many fans, and then I personally backed up my.
It doesn't
account.
sound as fun, does it?
No, yeah.
I've signed up to not many fans.
And you put all your old stuff on there, so like
Yeah.
anyone you've ever sent like a cheeky Snapchat to or
Yeah.
something, you just throw it on there.
I can't.
So you've
I
backed
was
it up.
I didn't have all these fans.
You like reverse catfishing people? Like, sign up going, got a chunky one. Hey, why are you slim now?
I didn't have the old pictures. I didn't have that.
Your vagina would have looked the same, no?
Oh, it doesn't actually. I once had a subscriber say to me, "You used to be big, didn't you?" He went, he said something like, "You're like a slim girl with like a fat muff." I was like, you never lose it.
My mate,
Never lose it. Oh my God, I lost it.
She's tiny, and she said like her fanny looks like a Beatles bonnet.
A Beatles bonnet,
Like yeah,
Like a chunk. Yeah, like a little.
Like Paul McCartney's haircut.
she's like size 6.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
proper
sorry,
tiny.
I don't get this. You can put weight on and off your vagina.
Oh yeah.
Can
but
you?
once it's on, it's on.
Not the
It's
lips,
on.
though.
So is that the last place you
No,
lose
not
it
on the
from?
lips.
Well, then if you were, yeah.
On the mons pubis.
I think it's just a bit of a chunky one. It's cute though.
Okay,
But it's just,
That's all right. Yeah.
I prefer it now.
Yeah.
But
Something else I've got to worry about.
That's so funny. I think what I'm like a connoisseur of vagina though, to be like, you were fat once.
Yeah.
How'd you know? Can tell.
he knew by my vagina.
Yeah.
I was well impressed.
That's amazing.
Good job,
He's
that.
still around?
Vagina connoisseur.
I know.
I don't know. Wait, what do you mean?
Like, is he still?
They'll subscribe to you.
Probably. I haven't checked. He's probably. He's not one that messages me regularly. If he is, but he did message me that.
Yeah. What was we stand up? So you're feeling
Sorry.
better about it now, or still
It's
feel weird?
honestly like not. So, because it felt so horrible beforehand. I know I should feel relieved that I did it and I got
I was
through
happy
it.
that you just you done it. It went really well. You smashed it like you'd done it 1,000 times. Because we were saying last night in bed, where there were so many things that could have went wrong.
Yeah.
Like it could have been the last snap in Amy's brain, and she just goes on stage and just goes,
Yeah, because I have so much childhood trauma to do with social stuff
and public speaking and
that
all
I
that.
could have gone up there and just gone, like
wheeling in between.
It
us,
happened
like,
to some kid as well, though.
Yeah.
Some lad did forget his
and
set
well,
list.
When are you on again? Do you know?
Next week at the Mild High
Tuesday.
Comedy Club.
Shipping forecast.
Shipping forecast, and then after that in Manchester. But I'll post about it on my
Yeah.
Instagram.
you just did so well, Aim. It was ridiculous. You did
Thank
so
you.
well.
Yeah, it was just crazy. Like it's like a rite of passage in it.
Yeah.
It's like a big thing. I understand it's a big thing, but it just feels disgusting. And you're all sadists for doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like self-harm.
Yeah, it's
Massively
awful.
self-harm, yeah.
It's awful.
It is.
But
It's fun though.
I'm just relieved that it didn't bomb and that like there's funny bits in it and that I can like work on it.
That's what I was most excited to see, because I didn't know. Because a while ago on a Patreon episode, we went through Amy's like first thing that she wrote down, and I don't know if it come across me being a bit harsh on it, but there was bits where I was like, I don't know if people will laugh at this.
No, he was just like, it's just not good.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I didn't say it's not
and
good.
he said that to Adam Rowe.
No,
as well. Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
he
said to
did.
Adam Rowe, I was a bit harsh on the thing. I was a bit like Simon Cowell with it.
Yeah.
Because
You'd rather you be like that though.
yeah,
than
because
somebody
didn't,
else.
because some bits I didn't
Probably
laugh
just
out
didn't say
loud.
that to Adam Rowe,
So I
to be
was like,
honest.
I don't know how people are going to react.
You'd
And you
rather
never
know,
know.
though, wouldn't
Everyone might laugh at this and I might be wrong. Or people might go, I don't really get where you're trying to go with that. So me saying that, I was a bit like, I don't know if I fucked up there. But I wanted to see it on stage in
'Cause it
front of
proper,
audience
like-
to see where, if it did happen. And there was a few little bits where something might not have landed as much. And I've been like, right, that's all I wanted to know. Like this bit here, you know that little bit needs work. But to sit at home and go, I don't think that'll work, sounds horrible. But it weren't me trying to be horrible. It was me being realistic of like, you know, sometimes you go up and say, this is dead funny, this, and try it, and everyone goes,
Yeah.
you go,
But also,
okay.
Yeah, that could have happened as well, which is why I didn't really like you saying discouraging me, which I know was an accident.
Hey,
It's
look
just
how
'cause-
good you come out now.
Yeah, because he's such a like perfectionist, as am I, that I understand that where he was coming from, but that's why it took me longer to do it, we're 2 years in now.
Because I grounded.
You two were so sweet last night. Like, honestly,
I was more nervous than her, I think.
Like, it was so lovely because obviously I spent a lot of time with the two of you as a couple, but you were, to kind of feel how nervous you were, and to like, and then it was afterwards, and I was saying this to you. I don't even talk to you about this. After Amy had come off stage, Dean had introduced the next act, and then he came out, ran over to her, picked her up, spun around, and then and then just ran back in. And honest to God, my eyes genuinely filled up. It was a really, really sweet moment.
And I ran back into Jack, our mate, who was on stage. And I heard him just going, fucking hell, that was the biggest laugh I've ever got. And it wasn't even my joke. And people were laughing at us, screaming outside. And I didn't even realise. I just walked back into the room like...
ruined someone's set. It was worth it.
It was a really, really beautiful moment.
Jack
really
texted me and was like, it was dead funny last night to see how calm Amy was, like, on stage and that. To see how nervous you was. He was like, it's the most nervous I've ever seen you.
It's funny because obviously he's a professional comedian. So if I was bad, everyone would have been like, you're bird shit. So that's another pressure for him.
And also I was like, you know, like they're protective of like, better not fucking heckle. You know, like all that. I was like, hey, shut up. But it was just weird. It was such a weird experience.
That moment where like he's about to read my name out and I have to go up there now.
Oh, it makes you feel sick, doesn't it?
I was like, I went to Kay, I was like, I'm going to leave now. She was like, do you want to go outside? I was like, no, I'm going to go home.
It's just hilarious what goes through your head. Like you hear your name and your feet start going. You're like, why are we walking towards the stage? What's happening here? And then you're like, I'm on the stage now. Hello, everyone. It was mad.
And then, but as I was going to the stage, a woman just come out a chair into the aisle and just blocked the aisle, and I was like trying to get to stage. So that was my first time going on.
It didn't
and I had to just like edge round her. I was like, do you mind? And then there was a proper like bladdered couple on the front row who the girls just kept going like woo at just the wrong time. And then the fella swilled the stage as well. I was just like, come on, guys. But I'm just relieved that it was fine.
It was brilliant. It was more than fine. It was brilliant.
Thanks, Kim. Thanks.
I wonder how you'll feel next time. Like, I wonder if it'll feel worse because you'll know what to expect. Or
hopefully it won't feel worse.
Yeah.
The first one
won't feel worse, but it'll feel pretty bad still.
Yeah. For like the first four, probably.
Even though you still get it now because the gigs get bigger.
I don't think I couldn't do it. So people go like, oh, I couldn't do your job. To me, I couldn't do that.
You're so funny though, but I think if you had to organise being funny, you wouldn't be able to do it.
Like, but having that natural like ability to just make people laugh with your own personality and that is probably one of the hardest things to get.
That is the
So when you do that over and then add that to stuff you've written, you probably find it easier than someone who hasn't got that natural likability and make people laugh naturally. Do you get what I mean?
So many shit people doing it. And it's like, where do you get off?
You can teach writing, you can learn how to write, but you can't learn how to be naturally funny.
So I forgot what.
Stop it.
You was telling a story. I heard you before telling a story about. So did you all meet up on a beach or something?
Oh.
And then
she saved a life.
A man was drowning or some shit.
Yeah, so basically when we went to Wales, and so this was like the first time I met with like a group of sex workers. We went to, stop it, what are you doing?
I was trying to do it really quietly, so
I've been avoiding having a drink because my bottle's like...
Just open it, it's fine.
Like,
it's all right.
You know, like... It's that. It's like a...
I used to get people in the face.
For any audio listeners, that was a bottle.
Just in case. Practicing for the talent show.
That wasn't me showing me queef off.
Did you even have any?
No, I didn't. I forgot. Stop. Where were we going? Oh yeah, Wales. Sorry. So we went to the beach. It was a nudist beach. We were like, yeah, this will be fun. We went there in the day. We went back to like the campsite and we were just like had some food. We got dressed again, and then we were like, let's go back over to the beach at night time. It was like a different part of the beach, but we decided to go at night time, and we were gonna like set a fire and like just put some music on. And we got to the beach, and I could hear I heard someone shout for help. And I was like, what? Did anyone else hear that? And we're just like carrying on. And I'm like, but I'm sure I heard something. And then we heard it again. And they were like, oh my God, like, no, there is actually. And I'm like looking around, like, there's this man out in the sea who's like gone out with one of them boats with the like, you know, where they've got like the like what noise like
like a little
motor,
little engine.
With
like
this
motor
thing broke, it like snapped. So he was like out and couldn't get back to the shore.
Right.
And so that's why he was shouting for help. And by this point, sorry, my tummy's making noises again. I'm like shouting like I was shouting like we're gonna help, like we're getting help. But I don't know if he could hear me at this point. Like I couldn't hear him shouting for help anymore. But I called the Coast Guard. So I called 999 and like the Coast Guard, they came out eventually, but they had to come from quite a while away. But we're all like trying to let the man know that help is on the way, but he can't hear us. Like he's actually by this point was like out of the boat, was in the water, like clinging onto his boat, like kicking his legs, trying to get back to shore. But obviously, it was just, he was getting further and it was getting darker and the tide was getting like worse.
Scary, that.
Yeah, and it was just scary. So we're shouting and like some of the people we have they have these like lightsabers that we were just like playing with, not in like a freaky way. And we were like waving them around on the beach to be like, we're getting help, like trying to tell him without being able to tell him.
Like a full-blown rave?
Stop it!
Come on, drown in a like,
stop it.
Do it myself.
Somebody come now.
That's a son of the police.
Literally though, so we were trying to tell him that the Coast Guards are coming, and I'm still on the phone to the Coast Guard, and they're like because some people were saying they were going to go in the water and try and get him, and the Coast Guard are like, don't let them get in the water as well, because then there's even more like, so I'm like, no, get in the water, like panicking. And but yeah, basically in the end the Coast Guards came out, and one of the lads who was with us had like a laser pen thing on his keys, so he was able to actually point directly to the guy, which was really helpful for that, because by this point it had gone dark. So the
picture the guy trying to swim,
the Coast Guards
laser in his eyes.
But the Coast Guards were able to go straight to him. Stop it.
I'd love to hear his side of the story. So they were having a party on the beach and they started shining lasers.
And I fell off my boat because he shined a laser in my eye.
And they're singing some lasers.
Don't imagine. But anyway, it was quite. It was like basically the Coast Guard got him out, and he was all right. Just cold, I think. But anyway, I feel like I saved a life. But this woman like on the beach like comes up with this big like thing like camera, and she's like, so what happened?
These are all like,
and I'm like, oh my
God. Is this what, like news reporter people?
Yeah, but then she actually contacted us and was like, she said, come, what caravan site you want? I'm coming back in the morning. So she came back in the morning to film it properly, but to talk to us, and she's like, go on, tell me what happened. But at the night, she did actually show up with the big camera as well, and shoot. But that isn't going anywhere, I don't think, that bit. But anyway, so basically I'm going to be on some SOS Snowdonia or something, like some
how long ago was this?
Documentary. Last year. I think.
Oh, okay.
Things take ages to come out, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but they've got like, because I had to do like a form, like to sign a form for the Coast Guard to release the phone call and everything, you know, so it can be on the documentary. Right. But yeah, so that was quite fun, because we were like,
I can't wait to hear that phone. Shine a lightsaber. Get the lightsabers out.
It was like literally.
Will you put your pants back on now?
Put your lightsaber away.
Literally, but it was like porn stars to the rescue. It was mad.
That's amazing.
We literally saved a life.
Oh, real Baywatch,
yeah.
That's mad.
It was mad.
Nothing ruins an orgy like a drowning man in the sea.
Do you know? Go on, sorry. I'm chatting rubbish. No, it's fine.
Carry on.
No.
Carry on.
No.
Go on, carry on.
No,
yeah, carry on.
No, I'm being weird.
Everyone's on my side. Carry on.
No, shut up.
May I ask a question that may sound a little bit like stupid?
Well, you can ask me if I am Cruella de Vil and do I kill puppies?
Please say you don't.
Not anymore.
Stop it.
Got rid of all the ones haunted. You know, so when you go like on camping trips or like nights away with like other sex workers, do you kind of
a ghost?
That's a bit freaky, wasn't it?
Is like,
that's my nan. Like, stop this now. Stop doing porn. Yeah. Stop talking about your fanny.
Not your granddad's harmonica.
That's what he would have wanted.
Is it?
I've got a harmonica, by the way, if you want.
Oh yeah, we got one you can borrow.
Oh,
I don't. So what? I don't want it back.
I was going to say, what do we do afterwards?
My biggest shock there was that you own a harmonica. I was like, what?
Oh, this is it. You know I've got ADHD because I.
What haven't we got?
Yeah, you want to try something all the time.
What a fucking didgeridoo.
That's what basically.
Got a didgeridoo, a harmonica. I have to sit there while Amy goes, hey, listen to this.
Yeah.
And then like 2 days later, I'm like, where's that harmonica? Don't know.
I can eat it now.
Yeah.
Don't know
Funny.
It got stuck.
Yeah, I was just saying, so like when you go away with other sex workers, is it kind of like, do you just like play around with each other while you're away, or is it more like kind of a when you're not in work, you're not in work? Like how do you interact with each other?
Before we go, you either plan stuff before you go and you do that, or you don't do anything, sort of thing.
Yeah, so it's like you're not in work, so you're not going to do it.
I recently had like a Christmas party thing with a load of them, and I was gonna say no one did anything, but I think they did. But they did it for their own pleasure, sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So is there like that element of it, like
hookups?
I'm guessing there is. Yeah, I suppose because
making.
we don't shoot with men. Like the girls always do end up kissing each other actually, and it does get a bit. Yeah, I guess it does.
That happens on like nights out and that.
Yeah, it does on all. That's what I was thinking because I was thinking like works nights out.
It's funny that lads never do it though. Innit? Like you always get girls on nights out kissing each other and that. You never get like lads just going, hey, should we just have a neck? Yeah. Mad though.
Yeah, like because on like works night out and office night out, there's always someone that gets off with each other. So I'm just thinking like, what's the politics with that?
A lot of them are in relationships as well. So like, did anyone do anything when you went to the camping thing?
No.
The Christmas night thing that did.
No, it was
and one girl ended up cheating on a fella with a guy and she wasn't supposed to, and then one of them filmed it from a window. Someone filmed it from their window on the outside, and then
which is horrific. That should not have been done because
and then the fella found the video, and she doesn't even do stuff with men, but so that happened. So yeah,
she does some
it's
stuff,
just normal. It's just whatever I suppose happens in real life.
It's all right. No one knows who it is.
I want to know about this Paris story, and then can we go to a break? 'Cause I need a wee.
Yeah.
And then when we come back, we'll do the questions.
Cool.
Sweet.
So you went to Paris.
Yeah.
Who went?
I wasn't there.
Okay.
I went with Andy Lee and Lisa Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great guys. Great guys.
We go way back.
Love them, yeah.
Well, did you see the thing recently about the people who had like the orgy in the travel lodge and got in trouble?
No.
Maybe.
That's one. Lacey's one of them. She's great. Love her.
Right.
So was it to shoot or was it like for like pleasure?
Pleasure or leisure?
Yeah. No, it wasn't for like
pleasure or leisure.
It was basically like a let's do something fucking weird. That's my favourite kind of thing, you know. Like impulsive. Like someone says to me, like, let's do this right now. I'm like, let's fucking go. I love it. So it was one of them. Really, it was like a bit of a mad one. Andy Lee is quite well known for his like he is not fake taxi, but it's similar. He has a taxi. He does he picks up girls. He does the porn. He does the porn. The porn. He's great. He was on this Channel 4 thing, something like
My Big Dick or something.
My Big Dick. Yeah, he's got his fucking.
What's that about? My Big Dick. What a name for a show.
It's a monster. It's a monster.
You'll see it all over Twitter if you wanted.
How big? How big?
I think it's like.
Is it bigger than Stevie Dick's dick?
No, I don't know.
It's I think it's like 10.5, 11 inches.
I feel like he lied a bit about the size.
No, it's fat. It's like
Hayley,
it's like a forearm. It's like your forearm. I'm not joking.
It's like giving birth.
It's so fucking girthy.
And so,
scary.
You don't.
Sorry,
you didn't shag. You didn't shag him.
I didn't shag him.
Okay.
The intention would have been that Lacey and Andy would have done that. I'd have probably been sat on Lacey's face or licking a clit. Well, sorry, I'm getting all. I'm like,
cool.
No, what?
Licking my clit, I thought you said.
No, I might have licked Lacey. I don't know. So I would have joined in.
Yeah.
Threesome, but I would have just joined in with Lacey.
For the girl, yeah.
Yeah. So it was a bit of like a mad one. It was like, let's just go do something fucking weird. I think when first of all, me and Andy planned it, and we were like, let's get another girl involved, because I didn't really know Andy that well, and I didn't want to go like on a trip with just a guy, obviously.
Such a fat cock.
Everyone's been without one. How did you get through security without a weapon?
But so me and Andy were like, we met on this like Halloween sex worker event, and I think we're both as mad as each other, and as soon as we met it was just like, let's just do something fucking crazy, let's do something weird. And so like I was like we were like, let's film porn somewhere fucking crazy. And he was like, where are we going? Are we going to 10 Downing Street? Are we going the Eiffel Tower? Where are we going? And it was one of them, and we just said, the Eiffel Tower, that's it, let's do it, let's do an Eiffel Tower at the Eiffel Tower, you know, the whole. And
what is that?
No, sorry,
go back.
What do you mean?
It's when,
you know,
well, that wouldn't have really happened, because normally that's a threesome.
2 dicks.
It's a threesome with 2 women.
Right.
2 women?
No, 2 men and a woman.
Right. And I've been doing it all wrong.
One man's in the mouth, one man's in the back, and of the woman while she's bent over, and they high five.
Oh, right, okay.
Eiffel Tower.
Oh, God, that's hilarious.
To be fair, I could have got a strap and we could have done that next time. But, well, I'm probably not going to be allowed back in France for a while. But yeah, basically...
I love the way you say I got a strap as well, like a rapper talking about a gun.
Yeah.
He brought me strap.
Yeah. Beast.
But yeah, it was just...
I've still got your double-ended dildo, carry on.
I've got it.
Yeah, I've got it. Did I not tell you?
That's so funny.
That's so bad because I've got yours as well. So bizarre. I've got yours as well.
Hilarious is the small talk. They're like, okay, I've still got your scarf in the car. I've still got your double-ended dildo in ours.
It is. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it now.
Because we had a great time.
Right. Sorry. So you're shooting in this cab outside the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, that was it. Basically, we were like, let's go. Like, it was just an impulsive idea, and I was like, promise we're doing it, and he was like, promise. And then the next day he's like, booked it, and he's like, look, and I was like, yes. So basically, we got Lacey involved as well, and we all went in the cab, and it was quite funny. I think all like the French taxis knew exactly. They were like, why is there this like black London cab? And then we were like in our lingerie, like, hey, waving out the window. It was dead funny. As we're like driving around the city. But basically we just went to Paris. We went to the Eiffel Tower. We went where nobody could see us. And we started, at first we were in like lingerie, and we were getting pictures on, like, we were sat on the cab and stuff like that. And it was, you know, it was a bit innocent at first. And then we did get like naked in the cab. And, well, yeah, there's some pictures you can find online of certain bits, but there is no...
Someone got a bit excited.
But what happened was basically there was this woman who did come over, and she's like staring at us, and I'm just like trying to, you know...
Suck a guy off here.
No. Well,
should I do my thing?
Do you mind?
Yeah, I was like I'm like ready to like ride Lacey's face, and I'm like looking, and I'm like, there's this woman staring at me, and I'm like, what is going on? And she's like, she was on the phone, but she's like looking in our direction, and I'm like, this woman's calling the police. This woman is calling the police, I think. And so all of a sudden this car like pulls up behind us, like an unmarked car. There was a video, it's online somewhere, where we're literally about to all start like getting it on, and then I'm talking into the thing like a selfie, and then you see this like car pull up, and the guy in his uniform in the back, and I was like, shit, start like getting dressed as quick as I can. And so he like gets to like, Andy like has to try and like climb over into the front, and this policeman just comes to the door.
I can just picture him there going,
to the window.
Get back! Make dick.
It was just... It was literally crazy. He was like, and obviously he was like, why here? We're like, just a day trip. Like, just trying to play it cool.
What happened then?
So he took Andy's camera. So there's no video anymore. That's often people, when they subscribe to me, they go, where's the Paris video? And I'm like, I'm so sorry, but there actually isn't one, because
in Paris somewhere.
There's that guy.
Do it in Blackpool.
I was literally about to say, can you do it in Blackpool?
Blackpool.
I reckon this police officer just took it home and just fucking has a wank.
Maybe, yeah.
But, you know, so that he took the video, He took the camera, told us to leave the country. We were shitting ourselves. We did stop for burgers on the way home, but we were like, oh, should we just...
Did you drive?
Just like, leave this country.
And he literally drove us in. Yeah, we literally just drove. We went on like the train from London. You get on like the train and you're in Paris. It was like a 16-hour trip. We were supposed to stay overnight. There was a hotel booked for 2 nights, but we had to come back.
Did they not escort you or nothing? You just like go home? So you could have not gone home?
Well... Technically, nothing actually happened. When we got back to England, I was like sat by the door for like days. Like, look, every time I heard anything, I was like looking out the window, like thinking, but no one's come for me, so I'm all right.
How would they know you? They're not gonna, are they?
The freaky bit was when we were coming out, because we were like, I don't know if the security were expecting us or not, but when we went through security on the way out and we drove through, and the woman's like, go to the side bit, we had to go off into this like thing, and she's like, she goes to Andy, she's like, so you came here today to France today, and he's like, and she's like, and you're coming back on the same day, and he went, and she's like, why? And he's like,
drugs, they think.
I thought they thought that.
Yeah, I think that is what they thought, because who goes on like a trip there and back on the same day? It's, you know,
shaggers.
Well, they were like, she knew.
But
it
even
was
shaggers
weird.
were going to stay 2 nights.
Yeah. So we were like, so she knew it was weird. So this woman was like, what are you doing? And she said to him, she went, are you a taxi driver? And he went, yeah. Yeah,
just got lost. Got lost on the ring road and ended up in Paris.
So she was like, you're a real taxi driver? And he was like, yeah. And she was like looking at him like just dodging. She's like, so why did they want to go to Paris and back in a day? And we were just sat there like, and I was about to just blurt my whole life out, because I'm like, I felt so awkward on the spot. But she so basically Andy had to get out in the end and like show her the boot and stuff she wants to like rifle through, just dildos and that around and stuff. But anyway, so she goes to him.
Officer.
So she goes to him. So in the end, so she went, what? She went, what was it? She went, oh, you're really a taxi driver? He went, no. She went, well, why do you have a taxi? He went,
I like him.
Porn. I was like, and she looked at me and she went, and what's your job? I went, porn. And she looked at me, what's your job? Porn. And one other girl was actually with us, and she was filming it, and she wasn't in anything. No one knew that she was even there, but they went, and what do you do? And she went, I'm a primary school teacher. They literally looked at us and they were like, why the fuck have you kidnapped this woman and took her on some like sex trip? But it was just, she was just there to take, to film stuff. But it was just the most weird thing. But anyway, they let us through eventually, and everything was okay. And I haven't been captured by the police yet.
Have you tried to go back?
No, I don't think I should yet.
Nah, I think you'd be all right. It doesn't sound like they've done
anything.
It doesn't sound like, him going, you should leave.
I think
you didn't
that's
like
just what he
charge you,
said.
and you haven't had anything in your
not heard
passport
anything,
or anything
so
like
I think
that.
I'm all right.
All right.
Yeah, it was funny though. It was funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, my mum and dad, I told her the day before what the plan was, and my mum literally begged me not to go. She was like,
loads of people were begging you not to go.
Yeah.
Like, loads of people were like worried for you.
Yeah, it's like everyone sees me as this cute little autistic thing, and I'm like, no, I'm naughty. I do bad things.
I'm a
like,
Let me get checked up.
I'm naughty. I am. What's wrong?
Yeah, but okay. I think everyone just thinks I'm really innocent.
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm 4'11". I don't
And
know.
you start playing a harmonica with your fanny and you go,
Yeah.
Not
They're like,
down,
nah,
is it?"
actually, she's a bit.
11.
Yeah, just got big shoes on.
Oh.
Well, they're not that big.
You're
but
taller than her.
Were you?
I like to have
5
shoes
foot.
that make me over 5 foot.
5'2", so I'm tall today.
Oh,
But we're all kind of little.
I wish I know. Like, feet not touching the floor.
Pixie's.
Right, guys,
Yeah.
I really need
Right.
to wee, okay?
A little
So
break.
I'm gonna wee.
We'll have a little
Okay.
break.
See you in a
Let's
minute.
do
Bye-bye. Do you like this top? Well, if you're listening, you'll love it. But if you're watching, how sick is it? Little black metal Mild High Club logo there for you.
I
You got
love
merch.
I love like going to the live shows and seeing people in the merch.
It's class. Seeing celebrity comedians like Daniel Sloss just wearing the merch on his podcast. It was like, wow, mad. If you want to be as cool as them cats, head over to comedymerch.co.uk. We've got loads of merch over there. Going to be adding some new merch soon. Loads of different colours. Lovely garms. Is that what they're called? Garments. Lovely. Nice and soft.
There's something for everyone. There's literally, we've got so many different designs, and then you can just pick what colour you want it on.
Yeah.
comedymerch.co.uk.
Goth stuff, funny stuff, real niche if you're into the podcast kind of stuff.
Yeah, the pussy whiff.
Yeah. Little bongy. We're going to have a new one with a little frog playing a banjo, playing LSD. Who's doing that? No one. We've got that.
Yeah, we've got
and another one. Loads of stuff coming.
Type of stuff.
Go check it out over at comedymerch.co.uk. You get discount if you're on the patrons and the higher tiers. Cop yourself some merch. Looks sick in the streets. Represent the club and all that. Appreciate yous. Anything else you want to say on the merch?
Love you.
Go buy some.
Bye.
See you in a bit.
See ya.
Do you want to feel supreme?
Who
well, you should go over to Feel Supreme.
Mushroom blend. Ooh. Lion's Mane liquid mushroom extract. Double ooh. Cordyceps. This is how the Chinese won at the Olympics.
Triple ooh. Triple gold.
And then, as ever, I'll do the demonstration of the nano mist. As ever, we've done it once before, but now it's a thing, I think. Straight in.
Looks that way.
Straight on my face.
Yeah.
And into the microphone.
So what are you having there, little CBD? So Feel Supreme, just before we go into the business side of it. Feel Supreme, I remember seeing these years and years ago, and they were one of the first people doing CBD products, especially in England, and that they used to sponsor a load of fighters. So I was always seeing the logo, and I was always like, sick, Feel Supreme's in it, they're cool.
Scouse brand, is it?
Yeah, local brand, first on one of the CBD bandwagons, and then they were first on the Lion's Mane shit. They're ahead. They've got stuff. They've got
on the pulse, guys.
They've got stuff that you won't even heard of.
Yeah. That
in a few years will be in Holland and Barry.
Yeah.
Guarantee you. They've won awards for the Lion's Mane, which is amazing for you. You can just drip it in your coffee in the morning and that.
Supports memory, focus, and digestion.
Yeah.
Wow. This
better
says
brain,
on it,
better bums.
the mother of all cannabinoids, nanomist technology, 5 times more bioavailable. And you just saw me use it, and it's got lemon and lime, natural flavouring in it. It's a sort of,
and it's 1,000 milligrams in this. So I reckon if you drank it, you get real high.
It's powy, lad. Proper
powy. But yeah, so go check out all the stuff they got there. They got normal supplements as well, like your vitamin D's, your B12s, vitamin C's, whatever, all the vitamins and that. You can get all that there. There's probably proteins and stuff on there. I'll bring a brochure next time. We'll talk you through it all. But go over. You can support us there. You can use the code TMHC15. You get 15% off everything on the order. And that helps support the podcast and helps support Feel Supreme as well. Local brand trying to keep people healthy, keep people in their optimum
supreme state.
Prime. Yeah. Not Optimus Prime. He was a Transformer.
And if you want to transform your brain.
Nice. So you don't get quick wit without Feel Supreme.
It's all Lion's Mane, baby.
Be 15% more quick witted and get 15% off over at Feel Supreme.
Podcast is fueled by Feel Supreme.
.co.uk.
Right.
On with the show.
Thanks.
Love yous. We're back. Second bit. So what was getting said there? Questions or something?
We'll do the questions from that patrons have sent in, but we also have our own staple questions, which is what's your addiction? That's one of our staple questions.
Do you feel like you have any addictions? In phones, sugar, drugs, sex?
People watching your shag.
Sausage rolls.
I get a bit addicted to rev comps. I always think I'm going to win the car. So you buy a ticket and I'm convinced I'm winning that car. I've got this Ford Ranger.
So you've got a gambling addiction then, essentially.
Maybe if I tapped into it a little bit more.
Well, that's what it is, isn't it? You're entering a competition going, I'm going to win this.
Yeah. I thought I was going to win a school bus once. And then, I don't know, I feel like work can be an addiction.
I'm a workaholic.
Yeah, especially if you like what you're doing, then
Or it's a money I'm addicted to, maybe then.
I feel like buses are what you're addicted to because you said bus again.
I'm gonna get a school bus, proper American school bus. Because they're not as annoying as a double decker. The double decker's terrifying.
So what was challenging about the bus build? What was the most challenging thing?
Just putting somewhere to put it.
Oh really?
Literally. Obviously the whole thing was hard. Insulating it was just really annoying, because I wanted it. I was gonna live in this, so I was wanted it to be boiling hot.
Yeah.
Because I've done loads of weird projects. I've done a container house and stuff, and that was freezing. So I wanted this was got to be warm. Yeah. I had a log burner in it and everything. So
that's cool.
all the boring stuff is horrible, like the wiring and things before you get to do all the fun things.
Like the interior design type bit,
Yeah. And then some people buy buses and they get really leaky windows. I was really lucky that it didn't. So
didn't have to replace
there's loads of issues. There's loads.
Yeah, because they're not made to live on, are they? So you have to make it livable first and then start doing all the other shit with it.
It's so cool.
Yeah, let's have a look at them.
Yeah,
good job. What's your addiction?
I like Maltesers. Well, I don't think I have one. No, wait. Can spreadsheets be an addiction?
Yes.
Yeah. Even though...
And it can be an addiction.
Buses and spreadsheet.
Google Sheets.
I fucking love spreadsheets, mate.
I have a Google Sheets for everything. I have a spreadsheet which has every single thing that's in my house. What date it goes, the expiry, where it's stored.
House?
What?
You've got inventory for your own house?
For my food, is it where it's in the fridge or the freezer, it's in the cupboard, what's the expiry date? When I've got a section for consume within, and then where I would put the date.
So when
if
you
I
take
then
something
open
out of the
it.
fridge, you have to tick it off.
Yeah, and Lee was one ball Paul was like, do you know, but whatever. Right, but he was like, are you really going to mark off every time you eat a pack of crisps? Days but do you know what? I do, because my spreadsheet is very important.
Do you know what? I'd sign up to your OnlyFans if it was you going through that spreadsheet.
Really?
Yeah. That is so fit.
You naughty girl.
Oh my god, I fucking love spreadsheets.
Maybe I should actually do some videos with my spreadsheets.
Do you put formulas in it?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, mate.
I do.
That's fucking.
Oh yeah, and also, I put the formulas. Well, yeah, obviously I have ones for everyday things like my bills and my direct debits and stuff. But I have every TV series I've watched. Literally, do you know?
Oh my god! Woo!
This is going to sound really silly.
I'm jealous of you two.
Have you ever had where you've given up on a TV series on season 3, season 4, and it literally sits in your brain all the time, and you think about it randomly because it's like an uncompleted quest.
Yeah, when you didn't finish your sentence about whatever you were going to talk about before, I was like, you didn't say what you were going to say, and it was pissing me off in my head.
So sorry.
No, I know, but I'm like that with certain things. I'm like, she didn't say what she was going to say.
Do you have a spreadsheet what series and episode you were up to?
Yeah.
That's do you?
Yeah.
This is so sexy to me. No. This is just what I dream about. I have spreadsheets for a lot of things, but I'm not that wow. But I would love to be that level of organisation.
Yeah, very.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah, it actually clears my brain.
Do you have an organising job? Not that I'm trying
to makes sense that it sorts your brain out if you got autism and that, whatever, maybe ADHD and shit as well.
Categorising.
Putting everything into its own folder and that, and then you get it out your head, it's on paper, you don't have to have the thoughts bouncing about.
It's when you get that, when you finish a job and you get that little release, you actually get that even from just write if you write something down and cross it off, or just
lists on my phone.
I am obsessed
if
with
you
lists.
Apparently if you've got a job list,
I've got the same,
and the first thing on it is make a list, and then you make the list, and then you can cross the list out.
I even put the little things on. Literally, I'll be literally, get out of bed, brush your teeth, have a shower. So it's this littlest things you're going to do it anyway.
Things and you've done
me.
I do that actually on my calendars. Yeah. So I'll have written this in, what time, stuff like that, and then at the end, I need to try and get my certs back from the hospital. So on the way home, I'm going to try and do that. I suppose I like a list that way.
When you've got so much stuff going on as well, it is like Tetris. Yeah. So you do need to block stuff in so so that you can use your days properly.
Right. This is going to sound weird, but I actually have my own thing about this. This is what my husband, this is how he helps me organise my head, okay? We call it my noodles. This is like a thing he made up, but I think it really helps. I feel like everyone should know about this. I know it sounds really silly.
How the world is it?
But I feel like it would help everyone with autism because it's a real thing, okay? So, you know when you get like a pack of noodles, like
and they're like, it was literally going to be about noodles.
No, okay. It really is. And I know this is so weird. You know, like before you've poured the kettle water on them and they're just like a hard block. Okay. So that's what my brain is like when I have loads of stuff in my brain, but I haven't written it down. So I feel so overwhelmed by each thing that it's like, it's all entwined and I get so stressed. Like I'm like, okay, let me just do one job at a time, but I can't even pull one noodle out to focus on that one job because I've got so much in my head that's freaking me out. Does that even make sense?
Yeah.
It's like, it's all just, so my husband would be like, come on Days, let's wet your noodles. And literally he does this, honestly, and it's like
you can separate them.
He will literally sit there, he will get a notepad and pen and he'll be like, come on, and he will literally sit, like I'll be like in the back like this thing and this thing, and it helps me I get each thing out and he writes it down and then we've got a list and my brain feels unclogged and it's like my noodles are separated. It's literally my noodles. I know, is that
an absolute angel?
I know.
Ball is.
He's a good egg.
Oh my God. Wait,
he is good. He's a really good egg. But yeah, that's my noodles and I feel like that's a real thing.
Yeah, so that's my noodles.
But it's a real thing. I feel like everyone with autism needs to
one ball pull.
Yeah.
Just need to water your noodles.
They just need to wet their noodles. That's it.
Wet your noodles.
Wet the noodles. Yeah. Either way. Yeah.
So another question we have is for your proudest moments and your most shameful moments.
Sorry, I don't know why I laugh because I don't even know what it is yet. Probably got a few. You go first.
I'm still thinking. I'm still processing.
We also have like any awkward sex stories.
Oh, I've got an awkward sex story.
Oh, go on.
Wait, does that work?
Go on then.
Well, this was the husband again, and no, this is so embarrassing. Why am I saying this?
Don't know, but we like it.
We love it.
When we got married, we were like, should we try and have kids? Didn't happen anyway. But we were like, should we try and conceive? And so it was like meant to be all romantic. I don't know. And then he came inside me and I was like, Lee, I think I'm supposed to put my legs up or something. I'm sure I've heard things like that. And he's like, okay. So he literally he holds my legs up in the air and he's like holding them up. Like he's like knelt with a leg either side. My fanny's like here right under his chin. He's like holding me up. And I just did like a jizzy queef right in his face.
I was just about to say, is that what happened? Like a fucking whale's blowout?
It was like,
or is it staying?
No, it just kind of, it was just the queef. Like, I don't
bubbled.
And it was just like, well, that just ruined that fucking romance, didn't it? Like that was supposed to be special. It was
imagine if you did get pregnant off that one, though.
The conception.
You have to call the baby Keith or something, wouldn't you?
I think that might be why I might have cursed it. That might be why there's no children. I've just cursed it, haven't I? Jizzy queefed it. And
Jizzy queefed it.
Jizzy queefed it.
That's all I can really. No, I probably. Go on, you.
I can't think of anything. I don't know why. My mind's just gone blank. It's like I've never had sex before.
Do you know when
obviously you've had sex, but just if you've never had sex where you've gone, oh, this was awkward, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You don't really like.
Yeah. Your face just made me think of one.
Oh, thank you.
Your face. You literally just went, oh, that was awkward, and I just had like a flashback of a time where
we haven't had sex, but
no, sorry.
That's where I know you from.
A moment where my face was literally like I had sex with this lad years ago. He was a virgin. And so it was his first time.
It was virgin. No, just you said he was a virgin, like it was an insult. Like he was a virgin, but he was a genuine virgin.
My husband was a virgin when we met as well. I'm like the fucking.
But she loves him.
I love the difference when you had he was a virgin. Ha ha. One Paul was a virgin. Oh, isn't that lovely?
That's so funny. Stop it.
Can do no wrong in my eyes now.
So cute. I know. But literally, no. But one Paul's adorable. But everyone knows his name now anyway because I've said it like 100 times.
I'll cut the.
Don't worry about it.
His name's not Paul, it's fine.
His name's Lee.
Oh, but she
said
Lee multiple times.
I've literally cut. It's okay. He's Lee.
I prefer one ball Paul.
Yeah. Whatever. You don't even need to. It's fine. I'll explain it to him. I'll give him a blowjob. He'll be fine. Okay. So that's literally like he'll be fine.
What wetting his noodle.
Wetting his noodle.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That time we wet your noodle.
With the so this lad shagged him. Anyway, he was on top of me. It was like a proper, like Will from In Between Us. Like, it was horrific. And I think he was concentrating on it so much. He slobbered on my face.
Oh my God, that is hilarious. You know why that's so funny? Really because I've accidentally dribbled sometimes, and like you sort of just do like off in your own world, and then you go, oh sorry.
No, he did it on my face.
On your head, so funny.
It is horrific.
It was not nice.
Hilarious.
Actually, remind me of something. This one time I had sex, and
I'm glad me pulling a face reminded you of that as well.
One time I had sex and I was on top, and this face this person was doing was like, looked like I was hurting him. So every time I went up and down, I was like looking at him thinking, oh my God, this must, I think he was just enjoying it this much that his face was doing. It was like this, like, and I was like, oh no, like, and then I think I actually had to say to him, like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. So maybe I should speed up. And then the face just kept getting worse. And I was like, oh, I'm really hurting him now. Like, but it ended fine. But
that's hilarious.
I don't think I had sex with him again because the face was just
put you off a bit.
Like, really painful.
That's funny, that.
Yeah. That is so funny.
I fell off the bed mid-sex not long ago. It just goes to my head. Have I told you this story?
No, Dean fell off the bed.
I fell off the bed as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when you went back.
I done a backwards roll. Yeah. Perfect dismount.
Yeah, but that's different because it was like with your partner, so you can laugh about it.
It sounded like you two together then.
Yeah.
No, it sounded like.
No.
Right. Okay.
She joined in sometimes.
We're so close.
We're close. We're not that close. But it was like a one night stand, and I was absolutely blazzers. And I tried to get on top, but went too far. So I got on and then just went.
That's so funny.
And what made it? I'm sure I told you this, but his name was Sean. But I met him on the night out and like took him home and kept calling him Sean DePaul.
Stop! Have you seen that guy?
And he was going, "That's not my name," and I was like, "Shut up, Sean DePaul."
Yeah. Sean DePaul.
Did it ruin the moment?
Did it ruin the moment? Do you know what? I'd love to tell you. But I can't remember.
Okay.
I was absolutely.
Did he just like get down and start shagging you on the floor?
No, I got back on the bed.
Okay.
But then I kind of laid down and was like, do you know what? I'm for the risk assessment wise, I'm not going to move again.
It's not about the fall; it's the getting back up in it.
It's the climb, Miley Cyrus, and
I love that.
it's a great song.
Inspiration.
Yeah, Sean DePaul.
So I've got a question about dirty talk. Was that difficult for you? Because like you saying you insecure or whatever, sometimes dirty talk can be like a bit like. I don't know.
I still think I hate it. I still hate sexting. I hate it all. I do it, but because that's where the money is.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get better at like jerk off instructions as well.
Do you? Yeah.
Do you know what? Before I started doing this kind of stuff, I was so awkward. Like I remember, like years ago when me and my husband like first met, and we were just boyfriend and girlfriend, and he lived with his parents and I lived with my parents, and we'd be like in bed and he'd try and say something sexy, and I'd be like, I have no fucking idea what to say here, and I'd be like panicking, like. And now, like. When my friends are sexting, they're like, I've got a sexting session days, can I FaceTime you? And I'll be helping them with it. Like, I am a pro. Yeah. I don't know how. I'm just really good at it.
How did you get good?
I literally just want to start Tony. No, but like once I started doing it, I just learned.
Practice.
I just literally learned how to do it. But I think that I actually really enjoy it. And the thing is now, is that it's like my actual relationship has changed so much because we are really like we dirty talk now. We are like we flirt. We know when you've been together that long, sometimes like especially because we spent a long time trying to conceive, which takes the passion away from sex because it's like, oh, I'm ovulating. I'm ovulating. Should we do it tomorrow? Yeah, and it became
put it on your calendar type of thing.
Yeah,
on a spreadsheet.
And so we weren't really that sexually active anymore until I started this, and now it's like we flirt so much and we have such a good time. Like, but I think we actually like. We have a bit of like, we will do like a bit of role play and everything, like I will kind of go into character and we'll just go with it and it's not awkward and it's not weird. Like even if you watch my videos, like my husband will often watch my videos because he likes it and he'll be like, the way you were talking like in the like my first videos and the way I talk now, it's so different. It's like you can actually tell I'm not just saying things to like for the video and for the people who are watching. I'm saying it because I'm enjoying it. Right. So I actually am quite like vocal now when we're fucking.
Do it for the love of the game.
Yeah, like I love it. And we have all these little like little role plays we go into. We have all our like favourite little scenarios.
What's your favourite scenario?
Yeah.
Oh, my fave.
I'm like, you mentioned spreadsheets again.
Doing all of the paperwork.
I'll wet the seat.
Start sliding off.
One ball pole comes in as a big paper clip. And goes, I think you need some help with that. That what it is?
No, wait.
That's my next one.
No, right. My favourite is I like there's one that we do sometimes where I'm like the maid on the job. He's caught me like slacking on the job, like I'm his maid. Yeah, that one turns me on a lot. Like I'll be like, please don't fire me, like literally, and I'll be like, I'll do anything. Yeah, literally, like it's like my job at my job's on the line because like he's caught me fingering myself or something in his house. It can be anything. We just go with it. It's not even awkward. We just love it. I'm so sorry if his mum or anyone ever sees this, but we literally.
You've raised the shagger. Good on you.
But it's just like I like to be. Anyone who knows my husband will be like, what if they know me in real life, because he is very quiet. He's very quiet. Like people are like, he's so quiet. Like I do like all the talking because I never shut up.
But is he quite dominant then?
That's why I think it turns me on when he's dominant in the bedroom.
Because he's not like normally. It's like it's a side that only you see.
Yeah. And that is my thing. Like that is what turns me on. So him in a position of power, like as in, I might lose my job or you know, something like that. That's my thing, or like, you know.
So that's your favourite.
Yeah. So
what's yours?
I can't wait to just be able to have sex again that's not in my parents' house.
Oh, okay.
So I am basically reborn virgin again, I feel like.
Coming to mine tonight.
Yeah. I tried to wink, but I went. So yeah, it's not fun right now.
It makes me laugh because you know on the last question when they said about like something awkward in the bedroom, but it's not awkward for us. It just makes me laugh when we watch our videos together. Like there's always other people, so it might be like an orgy kind of thing, isn't it? There's, you know, but then you always see us two, and
like
when
gravitating,
we look at each other and we just laugh. And it's like in the middle of it, like everyone else, like someone's like fingering then, squirting then, someone's fucking there, and we're just like each other like all the time. But I feel like we just have that, like we just love each other, don't we? We always make each other laugh. So if you watch videos with us together, you just notice that we just
over us again.
Yeah, sometimes.
That'll be my excuse later. So just trying to find a bit where they're laughing.
No, but it's
for the podcast.
Because like sometimes like sorry that if this makes you feel awkward, but like I said, sometimes my husband will watch my videos.
Oh, of course, I'm there.
So there you are. So my husband will be watching like sometimes, often, you know. It'll be like, you know, when I'm tired and I'm like, oh, fucking have a wank. Go and watch me porn, have a wank. You know, you can't be arsed. It's too early. I'm not a morning person. Yeah. So if he always gives me first dibs if he's horny.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
good.
nice.
That's nice. That's
but if I'm not, if I'm tired, I'm like,
this man.
have a wank. So
but
he'll be watching the porn.
What's his number again?
And say I'm like, I'm just in bed, like I'm still like asleep, and I can just feel him like wanking next to me, watching me porn.
That freaks me out. That does. I think I nearly broke up with Owen because I woke up once and he was wanking next to me. This is like early in the relationship, and I don't know, I just felt really violated.
See, I feel weird the other way. Like one time you said, "Oh, you just have a wank," and I was like, "How though?"
Feels wrong.
You're just lying there trying to go to sleep, and I'm just like,
I quite like
in the dark.
It feels like I'm on like a massage bed because I'm like, you know, like moving a bit. Like because he like moves on bed.
It's because I woke up to it once and I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Nothing."
Yeah, that's a bit different. I guess,
yeah, and then from then I've like set the thing. You know, you can't do that. He's like, "But why though?" Because I'd love to wake up to you wanking, and I was like,
"That is true though. That would be fantastic." Yeah,
yeah,
it would be great for that to happen.
It's sexy,
Amy.
It's like sexy
no, I'm not
when
like
a girl
saying
wanks
that,
next to you, I think. But when you've got like some big man, like
No, but I will literally.
You're a slave.
I like you.
What are you dreaming about, sir?
Sorry.
Right.
I will know what bit's coming up, so I'll be like,
hear the noises.
Yeah, I'll know, and so he'll
Start,
be like
saying
he'll
it
be like
along
having a
with it.
wank, and I'm trying to go back to sleep, and I'll go, wait, this is the bit where me and Hayley laugh at.
I know when he's gonna come.
No.
Like,
No,
he makes
I
a
like
certain
I like
noise.
looking. It always makes me laugh because remember the one where we did the nurse scene and Amelia and she goes, "Pass the lube, Hayley."
That's it. You walking bastard.
She
It basically sounds that.
She's like, "Pass the lube, Hayley." You worked in the vets at the time. You brought the cat
I
lube.
bought this lube and it's
and it fucking stank of fish. And we were
all
like, "Whose
So
fanny
we
is
used
this?"
it- Yeah, we
Cat
thought it was
lube.
someone's fanny. It's just lube. It comes from a like a hospital lube kind of thing.
Yeah.
Everyone thought I was bad for bringing that. It's not cat lube. Everyone kept calling it cat lube.
I was like,
don't
because
fuck cats.
Nice.
Kirsty was going,
Nice.
"Does my fanny smell of fish? My fanny doesn't normally
And
smell
then
of
it
fish."
started tingling then, didn't
And
it?
then she was
we
like,
were a bit like,
"It's this
maybe we
fucking lube." Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really, it was the cat lube.
probably should have checked the date or something.
Cat lube. That's so funny. That.
I was like, "Where'd you get this lube?"
So you saying someone wants to pay you to dom them?
Yeah, so in April, I'm gonna. So I've started getting a bit into like the dom world. I don't know how it's happened. Like, I've got a few men locked in like chastity cages.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I've gone into that.
Have you
side
got the
of things.
keys?
Yeah, I have them on me.
That's hilarious. That.
So some here.
Why is that? That's sexy.
Can I have one?
Sexy.
He's like the best. He's the best paying one, so I just keep them on me all the time. So then, like,
So cool.
yeah.
You are so
So
cool.
this one I've got is like my main one now, and
Desperate
I'm
to rob them
actually-
keys now.
Yeah.
So desperate
I
to
know,
rob them, just
someone's-
throw them somewhere.
someone's in-
Into the murder.
My life, someone's life is in. They probably could get out though if they really want.
Is
Yeah,
it
it'd be,
because
it'd be an
sometimes they
awkward,
have little spikes?
it'd be an awkward
He's-
chat with the fire brigade though. Wouldn't
Yeah.
it? Come on and sort it off.
Well, I think
like,
he's a mechanic, so he's probably got all the tools.
oh,
to
do
be
it
honest.
himself. Yeah.
Risky by you.
So I'm actually
Junk
gonna meet him, which I never said I would do, to be honest, like meeting people and stuff. But I'm gonna do it in like a safe place where loads of people are there. It's like an event. It's townhouse, so it's an event. And,
Shout out townhouse.
So we'll look after
We
you.
love
So he's gonna pay me like I think £300 or £400 just to meet him. I don't have to do anything to him, like
In the wrong
sexually.
game, yeah.
And I'm just gonna
I'll do that.
I'm just gonna have him as my little pet, and he's gonna suck a few dudes off, and they'll come on him, or like he'll do what
Is it
he'll
Babcock?
do whatever I say, like, which is mad. He's not gay or anything. He just likes the idea of me.
Sounds a little bit.
Like,
gay.
yeah. This is what Owen says. This is what I show Owen some of the videos I do, and he's like, "What? He's not gay?" And I'm telling him what to do. So for Mother's Day, I was like telling him to like fuck himself in the ass and go, "This is for you, mommy," and stuff like that. Or like call me mommy and stuff like that. So like I've really got into that side of things. I'm loving
That's
it.
what I was going to send my mum.
So stole your idea.
Cracking moon pig card, that.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's so
I
funny.
literally don't even have to get naked at the minute, which is good with me living at my parents' house, because kind of probably why the reason I have got into this, because I sort of tell
It's easier to do.
now down the camera.
That's
Like,
so clever.
take your. What,
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know what.
Fist
what
your
to
ass
call
off.
them. So he's made
Fish your ass and
Twitter.
say www.patreon.com/the mild high club
Yeah.
while you finger
So he's
yourself.
got his-
Sign up to Patreon, you dirty
You little
bitch.
Yeah.
perv.
He will actually as well. And he's got like a Twitter at the moment, and I think he's called himself like Rowson Slave or something like that. And he's got a picture of himself with his gimp mask on, and he's like, I told him to put lipstick on himself, and it says like Hayley Rowson on him and stuff
Oh
like
my
that. It looks
God.
really
That's
cool. And like
hilarious.
on mirrors, and like I've got him like promoting me and stuff. It's great.
That's so
And
funny.
he wants to come
Couldn't do
And he
that.
wants to come like do the housework stuff when I get the house, and he'll pay me to do.
Perfect.
I need one. I need one.
Yeah.
They come to our house.
Yeah, no, will
Yeah,
you
I'm
make
mine.
him come to the talent show?
Fist himself.
Yeah,
He's willing to come to townhouse. Are you allowed to say, is he from around that area?
No,
or coming
He's
traveling?
far.
Whoa.
It's like Scotland or something.
Fucking
Wow.
hell, mate.
So that's going to cost
Imagine
him
if
in
it was
travel and
slots.
then.
Yeah, hotels.
But you know
Daniel
what?
Sloss.
The best thing is there is nowhere better.
Then there.
Yeah, because they
I wouldn't
are
want him-
amazing.
yeah.
The staff, like there was one time I felt uncomfortable in there because a couple were like following me around and were interested, and but they were getting a bit, and they weren't really understanding that I wasn't feeling it, and I was kept walking away, and they were just following me everywhere, and the staff clicked onto it before I even told anyone that I was
that's nice.
uncomfortable,
Yeah.
and they spoke to them. Like, there's that many they have on a night. Like, there's loads of them. They have like buddies, and they are just amazing. They know before, like, everyone looks out for it. There's no safer
body language, isn't it?
It's class. Like when we went there, it was dead professional. Like everyone that was going there just seemed dead nice. They're genuine people, and that like looking forward to the live show there. Don't know what it's going to be like, but we'll have a laugh anyway.
We're hoping people will come and do rude things.
I'm in. I am going to learn.
Please do.
I'm practicing every day.
On Townhouse.
5th of April, I think.
I'm getting a harmonica on the way home.
Honestly,
I swear to God.
Honestly, you will make my life, Daisy.
Yeah. If I can't do the instrument, can I just quaff?
Yeah.
Because at least then I know I can do something.
Yeah.
Or I'll learn something new. I will be there anyway with a talent, whatever it is.
Come down.
I must have an autistic talent. Everyone else
does. I can't think of mine right now.
There's all these people who like know everything there is to know about trains and stuff, and I'm like, well, what's my thing?
Getting railed.
Spreadsheets and sex.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great day to be fair enough for me. Spreadsheets and sex. That's nice.
I'm quite good at eating. Well, until I had my gastric sleeve.
Anymore.
Yeah, I ruined that. I used to be like, I'm going to make a YouTube and do them mukbangs. I could have ate some.
You tell me about mukbangs.
Not the ones who
Why have I heard of mukbang?
Splosh.
Why have I heard the word mukbang?
What is it? People ask me for sploshing sometimes.
I want to do that when I live by myself.
What is it? Sorry.
I love mess. The idea
like messy,
of mess.
like spreading stuff on yourself.
I would love to do some of them, but the ones I've been asked for are the gunge type ones, and I'm like, oh, my hair extensions, no, like.
What's a mukbang?
You can wear a wig.
Maybe I should. Where you basically like have loads of food. You order loads of food and you just eat, and people watch you. Like,
do they pay for the food?
Probably.
Yeah, they probably would.
But I would. But I could have done that. I'd be like that girl who'd be like, you go in the restaurant, she's on the walk, she did the burger challenge. That was me until I piled on the weight.
So you're like as well? Like, you can eat, like...
Famine mentality.
Or something, just eat, and then just go, I feel so sick.
I just
sick through, you know.
Should we do some Patreon questions?
Yes. So... Amelia, not a question, but I just want to say I'm so proud of you, Daisy. I got so much love for you. That's adorable. Was that your mate?
Nice, isn't it?
That's my friend.
She's so supportive of this podcast as well. She's lovely.
She's so cute. She literally was like, oh my God, you were on the Mild High Club. When she saw the thing, she's like, I'm on their Patreon. What is it? Patreon. I was worried that I'm saying it wrong. Like,
that's all right.
Okay, yeah. That she was like, I'm on there, and she was like, you were on. She's just dead cute.
Oh, she is.
She's lovely.
Sound, isn't she?
Yeah.
Shout out to Amelia. Always at the live shows and that.
Yeah, amazing. Craig Ferryman says, have they ever been recognised in day to day, and how do they react to it? And if it does happen, is it more from people who are confident enough to approach and chat, or is it a lot of just like looking over? I
got it like yesterday. So someone went, "Are you that bus girl?" And I was like, "Yeah." I thought it was something.
Something bus girl.
Yeah. Like, we've spoke on the internet, and I was like, oh, cool, have we? I actually did a story about it while I was still in Tesco. And then, because I was like, oh, we just spoke. We had a really lovely, awkward conversation. But I get it quite a lot, to be fair. Yeah. Especially because...
And are they awkward quite a lot?
Funnily enough, actually, from that little video in Townhouse, and you know where you touched my nipple and the thing, there's this, when I was in co-op, this guy was like, oh, you were on the Mild High Club. That's
hilarious that you got thingy off this.
He was like, did you have a good time? I was like, yeah. I felt so nervous. So I felt like, I was like, you know, when I was sat there like, how do you even recognise me right now? I was in like literally in like trackies of like my hair like shoved up and no makeup on. I was like, how do you even recognise me?
Yeah.
But
without the face app.
You tattooed him.
Oh yeah.
That's how. Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, right, I followed them. I watched their things. He said, he's had a tattoo done by you before.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know.
A lot of people.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what his name is, but he works in my local co-op, so I see him sometimes. It's quite funny because he knows what my job is, because I remember when I did the Eiffel Tower thing, and it was.
Right.
I know we all like.
Boo.
Sorry, boo. We don't like. But that it was.
Of course, that's the kind of shit they're reporting on them. Of course it is.
Yeah. Well, I think. And I was like, I'm not even sharing this.
Yeah.
But it was in there, so he saw it because I like went in there and was like, oh my God, look, I'm on this page, like kind of thing. But normally if people kind of sometimes like in Asda will be like I've had a couple of people where they're like, I know you from somewhere, and but they don't know who I am, and I've been like, do you watch porn? Like that's how I'm always like, because I just don't care. I will make them like.
I'll tell you what, I
just find it funny.
Make them rock hard as well. You go, I reckon that. And you watch porn, don't you? You go, oh yeah.
Well, that's where you see me. Like I'm like, well,
it's like on Friends, isn't it? With Phoebe's sister.
Yeah.
Phoebe's sister does porn, and someone's looking at her in the
Your husband's
shop.
wondering where he knows me from. It's from porn.
That's so funny. But yeah, that's what I'll always make not to try and embarrass him or anything. I just find it really funny. I'll just be like
that's
when
where you know me from, though, innit?
Wife, if he's got a wife with him, no one's ever approached me when they've got the wife with them. So that's never happened.
Yeah, that would be silly.
Obviously,
that's where they know you from, innit? So for you to go, you watch porn, and you go, yeah, and you go, oh yeah. So if you don't say that, they're gonna be like, where the fuck do I know you from?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
If someone comes up to me now and goes, where do I know your face from? I'm gonna go, George porn.
It's boss, isn't it?
I know. I do comedy.
The most sickest one as well.
That's so funny.
Right, another one. Dan Statham. What are the weirdest requests you've had?
Ooh, I mean, you've got someone's dick in a chastity belt. That's a bit of a mad one, isn't it?
Someone actually only subscribed to my OnlyFans once because I'm very, very, very close with my dog, and they thought they could get me to do stuff with my dog. Yeah.
Some crazy people out there, isn't there?
That's
yeah.
What did he say? What did he say to you? Like, did he say like?
I think he was just like sort of beating around the bush
like
for a bit,
towards
and then
it.
he was like, "Oh, have you ever?" Oh no, and think he was like, "Oh, I watched something weird the other day." I was like, "Oh, did you?" Like, I was like, "What was it?" And he was like, "Some girl like let a dog lick her out," and I was like, "No, before you even go there, no, like just no." Like she physically didn't ask me, but I could tell
you knew what he
was
going
heading.
towards.
Yeah,
I got asked if I would pretend to be a 13-year-old.
That's awful.
I know.
Both of them are the kind of people that should go. You know,
and that's
should be
probably the only reason
investigated.
That's not okay.
is because you're young.
I know, I look young.
Yeah, like both animal and obviously
pedos.
It's illegal.
No.
Pedos big.
The mad thing with it though is like,
not for me. Not for me.
No, but the thing is as well, though, they're not actually breaking any law.
Like it's a weird loophole.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Amy's 20 fucking nearly 30. So then they go, oh, she's just pretending to be a 13-year-old. So I'm not actually doing anything wrong, so I can't get arrested. Like, do you know what I mean?
They start by asking.
Yeah.
And then where does it go from there? Because when that doesn't do it for them anymore, where are they then going?
It's a gateway wank.
Yeah, it's literally getting and I just don't like it. I don't like I would not like I've had like where I've took pictures like in like a schoolgirl skirt and stuff, and then but I know that some people don't agree with that, and I never really even thought about it when I did it. I didn't think I was just like, it's just sexy.
I understand like why it's like wrong.
So I've still got pictures. Well, yeah, I've still got pictures like that online. And I think
I'm still scared to do that.
But I would
want
never.
to do that. Because I know I'd suit it. Like
I feel like it's only recently though that I've really started to accept how wrong it could be.
Yeah.
Like,
I've only there's so much stuff I didn't know about.
It's such a common fantasy, isn't it? It's so common.
It's just,
and then it's only when you think about it, you go,
why do we like that?
That's a bit.
It's probably daddy issues, one. Two, it's like it's a classic power dynamic.
See, and I quite like a power dynamic. So to me, if I was in a little like a little skirt and we were kind of acting out like he's my teacher, that would turn me on. But I know at the same time I would not like if someone it gets a bit.
What if you're just a mature student in a uniform?
Yeah, exactly.
Some
people have trouble in school and get held back, guys. Okay.
Well, that's what we'll title it next time. Sometimes people get held back in school.
It took me 4 years to pass my GCSEs.
But
that's how I'll do it.
Some people actually do where they're like wearing nappies and stuff like that.
Oh, like baby stuff.
I don't feel comfortable.
I do make a lot of money from like wee content. So I've got like a whole Admire Me set up for like pissing outside. People fucking love it.
I've
it's
done
mad.
that quite a few times.
Also, just videos of you pissing in locations.
They like the sound of it. They like.
Oh, I mean, I get the sound of it. Like, quite relaxing.
They like the expression that you
make. A rain wall.
There's one guy I have on Skype, and I regularly do video calls with him, and it's very, very awkward because I go, it's awkward because I should not. It's very hard because normally if say someone pays for a sexting session, and when that 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever they've paid for is up, I'll be like, okay, like it's done. You like, if you want to go for longer, if you haven't come yet, pay more, kind of thing, because you've had your time. But with this guy, it's very awkward because I must get in my head so much that I'll be there and I'm like, okay, 1 second.
Like a nervous.
And I like can't do it. Right. And literally I've spent over an hour before on video call to this guy.
But he loves it. I bet he loves that.
And I feel
attention.
I feel like I can't like say no, like you've had your time because I haven't pissed and that's what he's paid for.
It's false advertising,
do you have to like call when you need a wee? You're like, right, I'll call this client now.
No, because obviously he messages me when he wants it, so then I'm like, he'll be
down
like
in water.
So then but then it makes it very hard because then I'm not desperate, so I'm like, are you free at this time, what time you work until, kind of thing, because obviously, but it's very hard to wait on command. I don't know why. I
think I could do it now.
Just on video.
I was a delivery driver as well for a long time, so I had to wait outside all the time, like all the time. So that's the majority of the time. Most of my videos are from when I was a delivery driver. And you have to find somewhere, and you need a wee now.
I did that.
Or it'd be like or by like hidden by a door of a van.
That's insane.
I've got problems with my kidneys, so I couldn't do that.
Well, I did Amazon Flex.
You could do the nappy bar,
and I'm not any better. I can't. I still can't. It's when I'm on video. I'm like, I can't wait. I can record it fine. No. I'm still practicing.
I can do like a fake squirt.
How do you do a fake squirt?
You just really need a wee, basically.
Just piss the bed.
That's what it was.
Basically.
I've seen you squirt. I didn't know.
Basically, you know when you're about to do like a scene or whatever, you're like, oh, I really need a wee. Aha, I will not have this wee. And then store it up, and then you just sort of like push it out.
I've literally
you just piss yourself there.
But like sexy piss yourself.
Sexy piss yourself.
Make it go up.
I've had literally a group of people around me and One Ball Paul in a townhouse where trying to like, it's not him that can't make me squirt, it's me, because
when everyone's gathered around trying to like get you going, like everyone's like, come on.
We've had if they watch this, they'll laugh. I know, because there was one couple in particular, and she's like, he's making her squirt next to us, and One Ball Paul's doing the exact same thing. And do you know what? But it's me, because I know as soon as I get like I'm gonna squirt, I like stop him. I like stop me. It's like your bodies. Yeah. I just need to like. You need to be really relaxed.
Do you know what I loved about that orgy thing we did? Go on. Everyone was like touching me, and they were all like, yeah, you're doing such a good job or something. And I was like, they're like, I finally felt like and they were like, go Hayley. I was like, yeah, go me.
I'm a winner.
And then I obviously basically pissed myself from it.
That's what winners do.
That's what winners do. Yeah, the boys and the girls. And then like
I tapped out.
I kind of like woke up. And I kind of woke up from all this, and most of you were gone. And I was like, what did I do?
And then you rocked my double ender. Yeah. After we used it together, you were like, I love this. I love this. I love it so much.
There. I got up to try and find it, and I was like, where is it? But I obviously shoved it in my bag.
2 days before we'd used it, and you were like, this is the best. I need to get myself one of these. And then like 2 days later, you fucking robbed it by accident. I was like, a little bitch.
I've got my own now. It's purple. Someone got it.
So I can get mine back.
How often do you like fake orgasms? You know, like when you're doing scenes, like how often is it? Like 9 times? Like how often? Most of the time you do.
Oh well, you're fucking spoiled.
Just because I always wonder this, like when it comes to like OnlyFans and scenes and stuff, like how often do? Because obviously, you know, sometimes we're not nude or stuff. Do you?
A lot of it is like, do you know what? Can I do a really weird demonstration here?
Yep. Yes.
Can I?
Well,
yeah.
But just quickly.
Biggest spreadsheets out for the lads.
Yeah. But what I was going to say though about the wait, where was I going? What was I?
Fake orgasms.
Fake orgasms. I don't really. I think I feel a bit awkward. If I orgasm, and if I don't, I just won't. Do you know what I mean? I just won't even pretend. If someone is, I've had there where people have asked me for custom videos where I've orgasmed, and I've actually like made sure that I've orgasmed. Do you know what I mean? But
she's thorough.
But that's on your time.
If I don't do it,
you can do it, and then
if I don't orgasm, I just won't pretend.
They just want that cum shot.
Yeah.
So they're not really asked
care about whether we're.
So what's this demonstration?
What? Oh yeah. So is it okay that I'm getting between your legs? I know I've been there lots of times, so I'm sure you won't mind.
Get on in.
Right.
What a day at the office.
What am I doing?
In porn, right? In porn, a lot of it, when you ask, is it like, is what bits are real kind of thing? I know, yeah, come on. What bits are real?
They'll be pissing all over the place.
When you ask,
That's going in the trailer.
when you ask what bits are like real and what bits are fake, right? We have to not only just, it's not just, so say I was just licking her fanny out, for fun, okay? Then I would be right.
So this isn't porn. This is just you getting.
This is real life. This is real life.
Okay.
I'm like inside here, like her legs are spread. But
I can't open these pants.
Right?
Yeah.
Where the camera is there.
You can't see it.
You can't see
Shite,
her
innit?
fanny. It's not doing anything.
But where I'm sat though.
I can see some tits now.
Sorry. Shit. Okay.
Go on, put them away. Faithful.
When we're sorry.
Oh yeah, so we have to do it like this.
Porn, right? Yeah. I will literally.
I bought the wrong pants for this. You have to like look.
Right,
like
yeah.
you're on the
I've seen that before.
Oh.
So you stab yourself.
Because
Because you're sort of brushing from the side, innit, rather than fucking getting involved.
Yeah. I mean, and
But you have to like. These don't bend these pants.
So you're doing it for a performance rather than for pleasure, of course. Yeah,
because
that's
obviously
interesting.
All for the camera, innit? Yeah.
But then you have to stop,
still
think, move
fun.
the cameras, and like. I think that's
Bring
another
that
thing.
back
When
in.
you're in a relationship, you have to remember to have sex by yourselves, because a lot of the time I found well, not at the minute because I can't fucking do anything at my mum's house. But
Go out,
you have to
will
like
you?
remember. You have to remember to have sex off camera, because it's like so addictive to just keep recording stuff at home. And
so I want to know what's your favourite sex toy, and also what is your day to day like in terms of how many clients you'll deal with when you fit in doing shoots or filming porn or whatever. Like what's your workload?
you
like?
first with your spreadsheets, I think.
I'm being so annoying, but I've just remembered something that I want to just quickly say, because I keep doing this. Every question I'll be like, oh, and I've just remembered something from the last question. Someone once asked me, you know, when you said about, you've got obviously the chastity guide. Well, someone once asked me to step on bugs for a video.
Yeah,
Bugs
they
or
like
bugs?
They like big people.
Insects.
Right, okay, yeah.
I didn't do it. I will cry if I stand on a snail. I love every animal in the world. I love them all. I couldn't do it. It was like 300 quid, bare feet. Like, you can buy
bare feet.
It's like a bust up a trial.
He gave me the options. It was like, I think it was 150 if I was wearing shoes, 200 if I was, and normally I make my prices. Do you know what I mean? I have my prices for my custom videos per minute. It's this.
Yeah.
He was telling me like obviously he was willing to pay more than my normal prices, but there was a shoes price, there was a socks price, and there was a bare feet price, but he wanted me to do the barefoot one really. And
how much was it for barefoot? 300.
I think he said 300 for bare feet. For it was like
if you're still looking, just I'll give you my email.
It was like
The stand
I think
on slugs
it literally
and
could have been like a minute video. It didn't even have to be long, but he said you can find them in the garden, or you can go to the pet shop and buy some crickets. And I was like, I couldn't do it.
Little red ants.
I just feel mean. I just couldn't do it. I had to decline it.
I could probably do it for 300 quid.
I could 100% do it with 300 quid.
I don't like insects though.
I love everything.
That's a mad one.
Even like little spiders. I'm like, hi.
Like there's like crush fetish, isn't there? Which would be what that is, but people do it with like puppies and kittens and shit.
It's not horrible.
No.
Yeah, they do.
Don't tell me that. I'll cry.
Okay, they don't.
Stop. No,
That doesn't exist.
On the point of sex toys, I need a new vibrator. Would you recommend any products?
I just love
I would.
wands, any sort of wand.
Oh, here's a real
They don't even have to
thing.
be big ones.
Did you know?
Depends whether
I
you're
can't believe
into
I've just said that.
Depends if you're into clit or penetration, like what will make.
What are you into, Kay?
So there's like
I've made my own bed here, like, but
See, but I always found a wand was too much for me. But I love a clit sucker. You know, the suctions.
This is like my set is largely about clit suckers.
They're the best. They are the best thing.
Yeah.
They are like, they're by far my favourite. But
Yeah, because it's refreshing, isn't
something
it?
out.
Because wands go on, whereas a clit sucker sucks it out.
But
It's
I've had a
like-
bad.
it's
I think I
different.
got a rubbish one with the
Oh,
clit
okay.
sucker, so I think I've had a bad experience with them.
there's the womanizer. It's about 80 quid, but it's so good.
Okay.
Also,
I was literally thinking the Britney Spears song.
it's
80 quid.
but it's amazing.
Yeah,
It's got a wish
but
list.
it's Kate.
You can't put a
It's
price on
guaranteed
orgasms, Kay.
I feel like you
What
both
did you
said
say?
that a
It's a
lot.
guaranteed orgasm.
Guaranteed
I thought you
orgasm.
both said the same thing.
Orgasms, priceless.
Well, but if you prefer a clit sucker to a wand, I've found a thing, right? how, like, so when I always go to the same setting on my sex toys, right? Yeah. I'll just be like, obviously there's like the buzz, and then there's like a bit of a stronger buzz, and then there's like an even stronger buzz.
And there's like shuffle buzz.
Yeah, but then they start.
Then
they start going.
I hate that.
No.
Let it happen.
No,
I don't like it.
Honestly, I've always just gone for the strongest, like keep buzz in. Then I started doing that, it's so much better. I feel like that must be, but I was expecting you to say you'd prefer that too, because I thought that must be like how the suction is more of like a like
a build up.
Yeah, it kind of is like a pulsation. That is so to me, having a wand on the like. But rather than just
the psycho version.
Yeah, like literally. That's when it's.
What am I doing now? What have I got to do? So you've got to suck a clit sucker.
Yeah.
On
the pulse version.
Right. This.
When you come to my mall.
My vibrator was £5 from Nasty Girl.
Sell them in Tesco now if you want a cheap one.
I didn't even know they did.
Nasty Girl, yeah, it was £5 from Nasty Girl.
Oh, you know,
no wonder it's shite now.
Poundland have. Remember my Poundland?
Oh my god!
We all did this like rainbow.
Yeah, like a wank circle.
We did. We all had a different colour assigned to us.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, and we were like, let's all.
And we had Skittles.
Tell you what, that's one way to remember the fucking colours of the rainbow. That video, innit? Yeah, fuck all that Richard in battle died in vain or whatever. Fuck that.
Our colours weren't the same. Like
get the video on.
Planned it better. Our colours weren't near each other, and I was sad about.
Why? What was I?
I was purple.
What was I? I can't remember.
Guys, this has been one of my favourite episodes.
It's been great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I just ask that quick? What's the most expensive thing on your wish list?
Probably like latexy things. Because I'm trying to get into like the dom side of things.
Is that expensive? Is it latexy stuff?
Yeah. Especially if you've got good stuff.
Sex machine. I haven't got one.
Oh, I got one, but it's a bit
James Brown.
What's a set?
It's like a.
It's that
I've got one, but mine's really loud.
What Callum was holding at the
like the
house.
That's like a
chainsaw, like an electronic one that goes.
Yeah. No, that was a dildo.
This is like a.
Oh, the one on the floor.
It's a full thing. Yeah. Not a Sibian, no. The Sibian's the big vibrating thing.
Like a saddle.
Oh yes, yeah.
I've got one that's so loud and it's
not like a wind up one. I want like one that's like.
Yeah, we're not going back to the fucking 1800s.
Yeah, she's got one ball pull there. Like,
yeah.
No, but you know.
This is all just a bit advanced for me.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Get to Tesco, buy the plasters.
You know,
plasters.
You can get one.
Buy the plasters.
Oh, I thought you said buy plasters. I was like, why do I need plasters?
Yeah. I tried the dildo once. Yeah. It's like a proper like DeWalt or whatever in it with the dildo.
Yeah.
And
DeWalt.
We've held that in our hands. It's mad.
Yeah, no. So once I went to Townhouse, there was this girl there, and she was just so cool. She was there, and I was like, never seen you before. And she's literally first one she's like walking around just with her tits out, like normally when people dress down they're in their lingerie and stuff, but she just like was full on like tits out, having a great time. And she was like, yeah, my boyfriend's just broke up with me, I've never been here before, but this was like the first place she like went. And I was like, yes. I was just loving
imagine
life.
Broke up, Townhouse.
Do you know what?
Straight in the cab.
But once the dildo came out, she decided she was like the dildo master, so she had it for the night, and she was like dildoing everyone, and there was like line out the door, like people are coming in, like she's just
girls
girls, and she's like she'll dildo one, and then like she'll take condom off, whack another condom on, next one's on the bed, and she's dildoing the next. And I was like,
she's changing the tyres on an F1 car.
It's not working. She's just trying to get over the fella. It's not working.
That's what she wanted to do.
Anyone tip her?
Tell her to come down to the talent show as well.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh my god, we could do like
if you watch
down to see how many people she can make come. Like,
oh my god! Yes.
And then my big fake squirt at the end.
Piss.
Oh, there's piss everywhere.
But the thing is,
you can close the show with that if you want.
I felt like I was a bit scared of the dildo, but I was like, do you know what? She's been dumped. And I've got to take one for the team here.
Solidarity with the girls.
You're with the sisters.
I like it.
Right.
Too much.
I found out eventually. So okay. Do you know what though? It's not her fault, but I don't think she was doing it right. I found out after, because I've learned from other people now.
I mean, the only way you can do it wrong is if you put the wrong end in.
No.
You probably do it too hard.
No.
Too close.
No. Do you want to know what she did?
Yeah.
So, and it's not her fault. She was great. She just
she was grieving.
Mastered it. Yeah, she was grieving. So she had the dildo, and so basically, obviously the dildo on the end. I've seen now when other people use the dildo, they actually hold the cock as well a little bit, so it's kind of holds it in place.
Is it flopping around everywhere?
She didn't hold the cock, so I basically got whisked. Like it was like, and I lasted about 15 seconds, 20 seconds with it in me, and then I was like,
thank you.
I was like, I need to stop. I literally felt like my lung was going to be in my asshole. I was so confused. I was like, I'm not okay. I literally, when I got home, one ball pull, I had to keep an eye on me for 24 hours because I was like, I think I'm going to die.
Internal bleeding or something?
Yeah. But it was
like
good,
why weren't the women at the beginning of the line telling the women at the end of the line, it's not that good?
Because she was grieving.
Of course.
We all took off the team,
she's had enough rejection.
No, but if she
doesn't need to know.
If she sees this and she wants to give it another go.
Maybe this is why they broke up. She was actually going there for practice.
I'd break
to try and see if she. I would, to be fair.
But now, anyone who watches this, if you go to Townhouse and use the dildo,
don't get dildo by a.
No,
clean it afterwards.
Just hold it. Just hold the cock.
A bit of advice.
Looking in the camera and playing.
Yeah.
Just hold the cock.
Just hold the cock. Where I am looking at it, where the balls would be. where the balls would be.
Keep going.
I'm almost there.
just keep it stable.
Just to give it a bit of structure.
Pull, then it's bit of structure.
No windmilling, and it will go in and out perfectly. Just hold the cock.
Okay, I don't know why you're looking at me when you're saying that.
Sorry, I'm a bit weird. I feel like I'm like one of them where I try to make eye contact because I'm awkward at eye contact, but then I make eye contact at the wrong time.
No, the eye contact was fine. It was just that you was asking. You looked at me like I'd asked you how to use a dildo properly because last time I used it didn't work, and now I know. Hold the balls, bang straight in. So more like you're actually shooting something then, isn't it?
Yeah. Like you got like a DMR.
Good aim and
DMR.
Yeah, I play Fortnite.
It's so cool.
Only fangirl that plays Fortnite. You on everyone's dream.
What?
Do you do Twitch? Do you play games on Twitch and just like have a low cut top on and have loads of nerds come and pay you? Yes. Is that a big thing on Twitch, isn't it?
I've only just started it, so I haven't got a load of people paying me yet.
Anyone who likes Twitch, get on the channel.
Yeah, I got one of these capture cards. I got that like literally about 2 weeks ago, so I can actually start. I also upgraded my Wi-Fi, so I'm now on like Fiber 500 or whatever, specifically for the
stream.
Yeah, so I'm on the best. So I paid for the best Wi-Fi so that I can start doing this. So yeah, I hope I'm not that good.
What's your Twitch name?
It's Daisy Evelyn. I'm Daisy Evelyn everywhere.
Get on it.
I just
Twitch,
love how
OnlyFans.
ridiculous that was that we went from how to hold a dildo to I really have updated me fiber on my Wi-Fi.
That's what I mean.
That's how we go. This is what we do.
I love it so much.
Together and like we're about to film actual porn. I have to tell her to shut up for a minute. I'm like,
I actually
get into character.
Get your head in the game, Daisy.
Yeah, literally. Do this after. We've only got like a few hours here. Let's go.
Yeah, because I forget like. But the thing is as well, when we actually go to Townhouse, like on a night out, and because I chat so much shit, I just don't stop, and I look at people and I'm like, okay, if you actually want to get shagged tonight, you need to say, shut up, Days, and just leave.
That's why
because otherwise you're stuck talking to me all night.
Yeah.
You need to just tell me.
Like,
and I don't take any offence. Everyone
just
has
listening to the drill, though, going off, going
people
down.
People have to tell me to
could have been me.
They have to stop
but I'm
me.
stuck in with her.
I don't know how to end a conversation. Like, even if I want to
shut up.
The best thing about a podcast, you just hit that red button and it's done. So you're just like, keep talking if you want.
I'll do another question. But this one, you don't have to answer this one. Someone's just asked about money, basically. So
some nosy bug. Get on the old Patreon there.
But what's your, like, if you want to talk about it, like your prices for stuff? Like,
I had a feeling that's that, and I was like, when you said about price list before, I was thinking, I can't fucking remember my price list. Like, I just go and look at it when I need to look at stuff. I can't think of how much.
Like, if you
I have
do you sell
knickers?
Set menus.
Yeah.
Banquet A.
Banquet A.
For two people.
Like comes with a soup.
Minimum 2 person.
Yeah. Chicken and sweet corn soup and a blowjob.
Do you know?
That was fantastic.
I think my prices on my menu, I normally charge about like what's it? Well, I think Do you know what? I'm like, I know them.
Aren't you nervous? I'm like, I don't want to say it because it's rubbish or something, but like...
No, I think I normally... It depends. I think for like... I think if I'm selling knickers, normally it's about 60 quid, 24 hours. And
the more you put into these knickers, the more that you have to pay.
Yeah, they can pay extras. There's extras, so there's add-ons on my menu.
So it's like you wear them for like 2 days or something.
I wear them for 24 hours.
Sex in them.
Yeah. So if they want the masturbate,
and then there's videos.
Oh, like you move them. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you for the demonstration.
Yeah, I know.
So they pay
well versed on the...
So if they want a custom video, like normally I'll say, okay, if you buy a pair of knickers, I've worn them for 24 hours, you get 3 pictures and a short video or whatever included. But if you want to buy a custom video of me masturbating in them, then there's my custom video prices.
Yeah.
If you want an extra day's wear,
there's something that I will offer to like, so say you've got like a sub that's there, like through thick and thin, like just there all the time. And they're like, because it's like a menu that says like who's like the top subscriber or whatever.
Subs,
I'll like offer things like that for people, you know, just for like subs for being there and things as well.
Like loyalty
so, like,
bonuses.
Yeah. Like it's nice, isn't it?
To do like get 5 pairs of knickers, you get your 6 pair free and that.
Little stamp card.
Like a club card. You should do like club cards.
Because I do feel like a lot of these subscribers is just getting the new people in. I feel like the loyal ones should be rewarded.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I will send out like a resubscribe if you're on my what's the word? So it auto renews. If they're on for auto
like
renew,
rebill,
they're on the rebill. I will send stuff out to be like, this is just going to the rebillers. Like,
that's a good way to get
rebill.
people to stay on rebilling and that.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's so nice.
So you've got to be dead business.
Oh my god,
as well.
horrible. Like it's so
Honestly,
much.
it's hard work.
And then the socials, and there's all the socials.
The admin is horrendous.
Yeah.
And I'm shit replying to messages. So that doesn't help.
And that's an integral part.
Do you want a PA?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll do it.
Genuinely.
I feel like you generally could do it.
I could. I'm really business minded.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
My degree is in business. I'm very, very business minded, and I love spreadsheets.
There's so many girls that
we could. If that would be quite a good plan. I do actually. People who have assistants, I feel like I need one.
Bye bye.
Sexting and that.
I've been adopted.
I remember there was one time when because basically when I have medication that I take at night that knock me out, they make me go to sleep.
So do I.
Green Angel.
But I'd taken my meds one night and I was like ready to fall asleep. I was like, I know I'm gonna be gone I'll be gone within about 20 minutes. And this guy messaged me and he's like, can we do a sexting session? Oh, no. And I'm like, I was absolutely skint, but I was like, I'm gonna do this. And I remember I was trying so hard to stay awake through it. And I'm messaging him but I can't keep my eyes open. And I was typing pissy instead of pussy and stuff. You know, I'm like this typos here.
I want you to lick my pissy.
Yeah.
My piss is wet. Yeah.
It was going
fuck me and my pissy.
It was going horrifically wrong. And I was like, I just couldn't stay awake. And I said to One Ball Paul, I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, I need you to finish him off. And he was like,
that is so funny.
He was like,
does this all the time for me.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And this is a man who does everything for me. Like, he dries my hair when I'm at the shower. He's a good egg, but he would not do that.
You found the line.
He was like, no.
That's what Meatloaf sang about.
I would do anything for love.
Literally,
yeah. I'm like,
so you'll finish your clients off.
Start them off as well if you want.
Do the clients know though?
No.
Now they do.
No.
They're gonna be like, is this really?
It's all them. It's all them. It's all them.
I feel like if you did have a PA though, say if I was your PA and you were like, can you just finish this fella off? He would notice the change in tone immediately.
Yeah.
Did you watch the match?
Yeah.
Watched the game last night, big fella.
I think that's why I've never had an assistant, because I feel like
they wouldn't do it the same.
Like I send all my little cute emojis, and I think I'm so obvious the way I type, but even just someone to help me organise, if I sent a load of pictures and then they scheduled them for each day and stuff, that would make such a difference, wouldn't it? Anyway, but where was I going with this? I was about to say,
I don't know.
One Ball Paul, he wouldn't.
He
was
wouldn't
like,
finish him
I'm
off.
sorry. He was like, it's just too far. He was like, I can't.
Dean wouldn't help me either. I remember trying to do it once, and I was like, I need another word for penis. What word should I use? cock, and he was just like, don't ask me. I do not want to be involved in this.
It was just a weird thing going on.
But I just thought, because you're a man and I'm writing to a man, that you would know. You would know, like, you know, the best.
Owen says he's a man. He's like, I would know how to make a man come. Like, like I've said to him most times that I should take you on as like my assistant or whatever, because he helps me with all my editing of YouTube and like helps me with loads of stuff, like ideas and stuff. So I say to him all the time, like, you should literally do this for me. But imagine signing up knowing that like
it was your fella doing it.
Do you sometimes feel like when you, because I was having a conversation about this with a friend of mine about like sexting and how women don't need to be at all invested to sext. Like, do you get this? Like, you know, like
just detached messages.
Yeah, like I'll be texting, like, well, I haven't done it for a long time, but like there was one time I accidentally started sexting someone.
How'd you accidentally start sexting?
Accidentally started?
Because I just got in from a night out.
Oh, I told him I was going for a pissy.
No, I know.
My pissy's so wet.
No, he was getting all like thinking, and do you know when I thought, oh, it's just easier to agree than it is to like fight this.
That's the thing through texting, isn't it? Like you were saying, you like when you're texting people, sexting them and that, you just sat on the couch watching something, and then you're going, oh yeah, I'm so sexy.
I was eating a portion of curry and chips.
Yeah.
Whilst this fellow was really getting into it, and I was like, yeah, sounds great, that. Yeah, sounds absolutely fantastic. And then I didn't reply for a bit, and he was like, oh, I take it that was you, like, you know, finishing yourself off.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Do you know what I was actually doing? I was going to get a piece of bread to make a chip butty.
That's so funny, that.
And I just said, yeah, great, that. Bye-bye.
That's so
lovely.
Yeah.
We have to wrap up soon, I think.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. It's not your fault.
That can't be a story we end on.
We'll have to... no, it doesn't have to be. No, I'm just letting you know. But yeah, we'll get you back on as well. It was class.
Yeah, it was great.
Is there any more questions?
There is one, but it just says... not sure how they run their messages. Some ladies will ask, how's your weekend going? Is that genuine, or is it to sell more content?
Isn't that like the boyfriend experience kind of thing?
Yeah, boyfriend experience.
Girlfriend experience or whatever.
I think it's a bit of both. I think it's a bit of both, because you're trying to build that relationship up with that person at the same time. Because we're not doing this for free, are we? Like, we are trying to make money out.
You do want people to stick around as well, innit?
But it's a bit of both, isn't it?
Sometimes people will just send a message and they will click everybody. Like, you'll send it to all of your subscribers.
Yeah, right.
And it could be just a general message. But you do want to engage with your subscribers because, you know, and people who message me outside of OnlyFans as well, I'll be like, message me on my paid sites. So, you know, because I don't chat for free. But I will chat to people on there when I can.
Right.
So sometimes we do make genuine conversation. It's, you know, I have some that I am actually like close with, not like
interested. Actually interested in their day, and then you know more about them than you know probably about me.
Like some of them I would probably say, like, in a way, like, I don't know them, but it could be like a friend. Like, they'll send me a voice note like, how have you been? And I'll be like, I'm good, how's work? Like, you know, and we'll like, I know about their dog.
It's not even always sexual, is it? It just can be about like how's work.
You naturally build a relationship with someone you're talking to all the time anyway.
And also I feel like a lot of the time with me especially, I'm helping them open boundaries and things they didn't even know they had. Like some of them,
and helping them get stuff done.
And they will come to me and be like, oh my god, I tried this last night, like I can't believe it. So I feel like a lot of my job is like tapping into what people are into.
Right.
I'm not like a therapist or anything, but like sometimes I feel
like sometimes so people will come to you and talk about stuff that they haven't spoke to with anyone else because you're separate to their life.
So like a kink that they can't tell, like the missus or whatever.
I think it's nice to give them like a bit of, unless they're rude or something, but if they've actually come and subscribed to you, I feel like you owe them. I know you don't owe them, but it's nice to have a conversation with them. Like there are so many men in my like Instagram requests and stuff that I literally won't give them the time of day. Like you've not sent me any money, so I'm not even going to open. I'm not interested.
When you sign up to our Patreon, you get a print. A signed print of your £10 Patreon and free tickets to live shows.
Ooh, lovely. But that's where you say the difference is between like it being a job and being like unfaithful in a relationship, innit? If you were messaging all the lads back in the Instagram chat
It feels wrong.
And that's a bit, it feels a bit like cheating in a way, innit? But then when you go, no, fuck that, talk to me. Yeah. I'm not talking to you, just pay me.
It is.
Get into it, mate.
Really. That's what it is like, and it's fun, and it is a fun job, and I love that it's the flexibility, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I want to like sit in my jammies all day and play Xbox one day, that's what I'm going to do. And the next day I can make content. Like I don't have to do stuff
And the
every
next day you're learning to play the harmonica with your vagina.
Yeah.
Classic.
Well, the telly's gone off, so let's
that's a natural end there. So nice one for coming on. So where can people find you then?
It's been amazing. I think it's been one of our longest.
Really?
I have absolutely loved
it's
this.
It's been so good, guys.
We'll definitely get you back on it because defo come down townhouse as well. Even if you don't want to play a harmonica with your family.
No, I'm going to try.
No, do.
Okay.
I am.
Do.
Okay, that's fine. I'm glad you said that.
I will at least practice. I'll try.
You should do like a wet t-shirt competition or something.
Yeah, okay.
But just tell all the people you know who are into this stuff to come down
it's
on the 5th of April.
What we're doing. We're not going to do it at Townhouse ever again. So this is the one time for us all to come together.
Get involved. It'd be fun. It'd be a laugh. We'd have a good time.
So how do we book it?
Just come down on the day.
You don't need to get tickets.
Will you
tickets at a tenner if anyone come in?
But if you're performing,
that's fine.
If you're signing up to perform, just come up on the day.
Okay.
From
do you give
7:30.
them like a list of who? Because
we'll have the list that you put your name on.
Okay.
When you get there.
Okay.
So that's how we usually do it.
Okay.
So we're going to try it that
and
way.
if other people want to come, the link to tickets is in our link tree in our bio on Mild High Club.
So where can people find you guys if they're interested in
So I'm literally
seeing
everything.
your bits?
Yeah, everything. I'm literally
seeing your bits.
Hayley Rowson. Like
at
Hayley Rowson on pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I'm just if you go to daisyevelyne.com.
Yeah.
But I'm Daisy Evelyn on everywhere as well. So
You're starting on Twitch soon as well with your new fibre optic.
New buses coming
Wi-Fi.
soon.
Yeah. So, but nice one for coming on, guys. Really appreciate it. It was dead fun.
Thank you.
Loved it.
We'll see you all next week. Nice one, Kay, for jumping on as well. See you next week for another one.
Bye.
Bye.